Charlie XCX should have headlined Coachella.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why. Green Day literally has an album called Dookie. One.
Mm-hmm.
Did you listen to it? Exactly. Second.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Yeah. It's called Dookie. Second, the Lady Gaga. Did you see A Star Is Born?
No.
Which version?
Yeah, it was like a turd is birthed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was no good.
Okay.
It was like a Dookie.
Who was the other headliner? I don't remember.
No,
it wasn't Daft Punk.
Post Malone.
15
You got
years
a
ago.
Post Malone
Post
bit?
Malone. Yeah.
Posty?
Yeah, he's doing Nirvana songs now.
How about
Yeah, there's a reason Kurt Cobain did what he did.
Be real.
what about
He listened to
my
his album.
All right.
He listened to his shit and went, oh, never mind.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
All right. You don't think
I was-
Shay murdered him?
My joke was gonna be wish it was present Malone, but he went dark.
See, that's
with it.
that's
Mine's more
upbeat.
lighthearted. It's more fun.
And then Charlie's album, Brat, that was just good. I don't have a joke. It was just really good.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell a woman what to do.
Never again, huh?
Yeah, if she wants to be a brat, that's on. That's you.
Yeah,
do you.
we're not telling these bitches what to do.
You do you, girl. You do you. And you should be headlining. I agree.
These bitches can do whatever they want.
I changed. Rocco, you changed my mind. This hoe can do it. And
Great start to this.
should be on the main stage.
Jesus Christ.
We're having
You want to start over?
What's the point of doing this week of podcast if it's trying to make it so we can't make it to day 5?
Yeah, I'm ready to wrap it
We're
up.
doing a Coachella. This is just a Coachella
You made
bit.
a joke about fucking Kurt Cobain blowing his brains out.
And I didn't like that one either, for the record.
All I said is these bitches can do whatever they want. And I was quoting Garrett.
Yeah, that's a quote from me. And
But why?
I was brought up
I think
by
we need a
cable
shong.
television.
I think we need a
Sean.
shong.
Sean, I listen to rap
I think
music and
it's time
cable
for a
television.
shong.
Okay. Sorry about my friends and the things that they say. Sometimes they think what they say is okay, but I'm here to tell you that it's not, and we'll have a talk after. It'll be a lot, but please keep watching. You're doing no wrong because you're gonna enjoy this theme song.
Okay, Meg,
Welcome back,
sorry.
everybody.
The Coachella segment was supposed to go for at least 15 minutes. I think we kind of shot ourselves in the foot with that one.
Mm-hmm.
I think we did a good thing.
I don't know what else I could talk about Coachella. I didn't go to Coachella. I don't know who the lineup of Coachella, to be honest with you.
Well, we have the lineup for you.
Okay.
You don't need to know. You just need to.
Well, here's the thing.
Sit back,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. I bet I would know some of the artists.
It
Not a
looked
lot.
like, to me, a good year. I'm not going to
really?
lie. I've never been to a music festival. I never will go to a music
You've
festival.
never been to a music festival in your life?
Nope. I go to concerts.
Ozfest?
I go to a
Yeah,
concert
Ozfest.
for
Street
one
scene?
night where one band plays. I've never been to Ozfest.
Street scene?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that a festival?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it
a
is.
weekend festival of music.
Okay. I was in the
got
gas
him.
lamp during Street Scene. I didn't have a ticket, but I was in the gas lamp during Street Scene, and I could see a stage and hear.
Well, if you didn't have a ticket, I don't count it.
I can't remember who played even. Like I couldn't tell you one.
Cake. I saw Cake at Street Scene.
You saw
once.
Cake at Street Scene
At downtown, the gas lamp, yeah.
It used to be cool because you could just go down there and you could hear the music, but you couldn't. You could kind of see the stage.
Well,
but-
back then, when Street Scene existed, you could only go if you're a kid on Sundays. The other days,
Oh,
you
that
weren't
was the
allowed
kid
to go
day?
in. Yeah.
That's when like Yo Gabba Gabba played, huh?
They weren't a thing yet, but yet they would
Well,
have.
they are at Coachella this year. That one is one that surprised me the most.
Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah.
But they actually performed like that.
Why does
that's
that
what I saw.
surprise you?
They're on the lineup.
I thought that was for. I don't think like children would go to Coachella, but
Yo Gabba Gabba has been around for a long time. Those kids are now grown up. You know?
oh yeah, I guess my sense of time is a little warped.
I'm just surprised it's not the Aquabats.
Well, that too. That's what I thought when I saw them on stage. It's like, where's
But
the Bat Command?
They've played Coachella in the past. I think Yo Gabba Gabba has played Coachella in the past as well.
Okay.
I have the lineup here if you want to know. It's headlined by Lady Gaga on night 1, Green Day on night 2, Post Malone on night 3. The sub-headliners are Missy Elliott, Charlie XCX, Megan Thee Stallion. And then the third tier headliners are Benson Boone.
Okay, I know him.
Yeah?
I have never heard of Mr. Boone here.
I don't know who Benson Boone is.
Beautiful job that I've done.
Oh, please Yeah, really doing him justice.
He does like flips and stuff.
Yeah, ringing all my
Fuck
bells.
off.
Okay.
I don't know this guy.
Well, I know who he is. Sorry.
He does flips on stage?
Yeah.
That's not singing. That's
Well, he sings and does flips.
fucking...
How'd you discover Benson Boone?
My kids. I'm sure that's what it was.
Oh, he does... you know what? You put that earworm in my head now. I can hear that song. I
See?
guess I know Mr. I thought I only knew Pat Boone, but I know Benson.
Bum.
Not that one.
Okay.
Rocco, you big Benson Boone head?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm with you there, buddy. From what I've heard, sounds like garbage. The original Misfits, talking third tier.
Yeah, dude, they got Bernie Sanders on fucking bass now. They fired Doyle, and Bernie's playing fucking bass. It's crazy.
I want your skulls. For just 27 skulls, we can flip this house.
Listen to me.
We'll go where Eagles dare.
You little angel, fuck you.
I don't know what you've heard out there in Congress, but I ain't no goddamn son of a bitch.
Those photos are great. I thought that was a Photoshop yesterday until I saw about 50 different angles of it. And I'm like, why is he behind their fucking cabinets?
That's
Like
sick.
Yeah. Did he drive his Ferrari to Coachella?
Bernie Sanders has a Ferrari.
Yeah, he used all those $27 donations to get a Ferrari. You remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought he was the good politician.
He takes the subway.
He's doing the same shit they're all doing.
There's nothing wrong with having a Ferrari.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Kanye
What?
he talks about
Suddenly a Ferrari is a bad thing?
She wanna
Ooh,
ride in a
excuse
Rari.
me. Excuse me, I have class and style. Maybe he has a Lamborghini. I don't remember.
our friend Tommy's got a couple Ferraris.
I don't have any.
Yeah, our friend Tommy.
Yeah.
Still waiting to get that paycheck from him. Zed was the other third tier headliner. Shawn, regale us with a Zed song.
Don't know Zed.
Is he like a bassist? A famous bassist?
Yeah. Yes, I believe so. I think
Okay,
you're right.
I think I've seen viral clips of Mr. Z. That's what they call him in Australia.
Yeah, and then a bunch of people, you've never heard of. But, Jimmy Eat World's playing. How about that?
Really?
Wow. The fun of going to a music festival is to discover the people you
That's true.
don't know anyways.
Yeah,
that's
you
true.
just go to, you walk up and you're like, who are these guys? Oh, they're good. I like them. I'm going to write down their name.
Every music festival I've been to, which
Jimmy and the
isn't
Witch Fingers.
a lot, but I've
Outside
had
lands
and street scene.
and streets.
But I've had a great time. It is a lot of fun just walking the stage like playing out. Like, well, I'm gonna see this band here and this band there. And
Did you get high?
no,
No. Doing it wrong.
yeah,
That was the first time I was ever around anybody around me like smoking weed. I'd never been privy to that until we went to that street scene
yeah.
thing, and then I saw Snoop Dogg live. And this might sound crazy, but yeah, I've said it before. It was like I got swallowed by the smoke monster from Lost.
Yeah.
As soon as the first note hit, I couldn't see the sky.
Yeah. I was with you, right, for that?
I don't know if you were with me
dark
during that
cloud.
set. I
Crawling
feel like you guys
eclipse.
went to go see something else.
Because that's the thing is, that's the one thing about music festivals is like you say that I'm like, okay, was I there? Have I seen Snoop Dogg live?
Yeah, I don't think you were there
Well,
for
then
that.
I guess I
I
hadn't
saw
seen
him live. I was solo for that and for Method Man.
Oh yeah, I didn't see Method Man. I think I was watching I think I saw like Death Cab for Cutie or something.
I don't know. Yeah, it was something I wasn't interested in.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
I saw the hip hop guys.
Yeah.
And then I saw, what was it? The Used or something?
Oh, the Used.
You know, I'd never heard of them either. It is fun seeing stuff that like, okay, well, I would never go to this concert.
Yeah.
What is Cradle of Filth? Let's see what they sound like.
Black Eyed
Okay,
Peas.
that
I
rules.
never would have seen Black Eyed. I saw Will I Am
Yeah,
live.
exactly,
Everyone, don't be
exactly.
don't be jealous.
They play Ring-a-Ling.
Did
don't
he do
remember.
the explicit version of "Let's Get It Started"?
I don't remember anything about it, but Fergie peeing herself.
They
But
play
I
Meet Me
literally don't
Halfway.
remember
Oh,
anything
yeah.
else.
That is where Fergie pissed her pants.
I don't remember anything else. That's it.
Did they play I'm a Bee?
I don't remember. I don't know what they. We can look up the set list, I suppose, if you really want to, but I don't think it matters.
He was too contact high.
2005, Johnny at Street
they
Scene,
probably didn't play any of that
San
stuff.
Diego.
Anyway, I just wanted to say real quick, this podcast is brought to you by Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. In case you haven't seen it, we have a new video today that dropped. But tonight's podcast is a special episode brought to you by them. We want to let everybody know. We'll be talking about the video later that we made.
Mhm.
We'll cover that extensively later on. But City of the Wolves is coming out April 24th. You can pre-order it right now. There'll be a link in the YouTube info or the chat if you're watching this live. And you can pre-order now. If you pre-order by April 21st, you get 3-day early access and you're going to get Fatal Fury 2 Terry DLC. You get to make him look like he did back in the day.
Hell yeah.
So I would encourage you to pre-order that ASAP. Do it now. Like I said, link is in the info. And like I said, you're going to be hearing a lot more about the video we made for them. We've been working with SNK for a while now, and we're so happy to finally be able to talk about it. So go check that out. We got some goodies from them too, but we'll open later in the show.
Terry Bogard. Why don't we just get into it now? We're already
to?
talking about SNK.
Sure.
No reason to let them forget.
Sure.
Let's
we can do
lock
that.
it in.
Where is it?
City of the
Where is
Wolves time.
We did.
Well,
we,
did you want to reveal a certain feature?
Well, yeah, some people, God, this has been in the making for a while, you know?
It's been a minute.
Some people may have seen our Fatal Fury video already. If you haven't, go look it up on our YouTube channel.
But you have a secret you wanted to reveal.
Yeah. You know, ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, shit.
Wait a minute. What's going on there?
Bet you
Whoa.
didn't notice that.
And guess what?
What, Rocco?
I'm blonde.
Oh,
look at that.
You got us.
Look at that.
What a cool guy.
And I've been like this for at least a month now.
And not one person?
No one
Not one.
watching. How many
Whoa.
streams and
We've done
shows
so
have we
many
done?
streams.
Dude, you
no
were locked
one
in the
has
room with
get-
that.
crazy.
No one suspected at
Not
all.
one person?
Now-
That's great.
That is
Wow.
awesome, dude.
Unironically,
Hilarious. You
Rocco looks sexy with
Dude,
blonde hair.
Looks good. Looking good.
Now it sounds ironic,
take him back to Japan.
No,
but he prefaced it with unironic.
you look good.
Wait. Sexy?
Yeah.
Woo woo.
Woo. Rocco looks woo woo with blonde hair. I think you're giving me like Val Kilmer.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah.
Whoa, that's
You know,
bad timing on that one.
One Val Kilmer left, but the new Val Kilmer has
Yeah.
arrived. And this is like 1980s
Ooh.
Iceman.
Ooh, Iceman.
Yeah.
coming.
Blonde Val Kilmer. You look good with the blonde
Well-
hair.
well,
I
I-
think it's better than the dark hair.
Well, I kept it top secret.
Oh.
And even though any real genius would know that it looks good, Top Gun.
You are the top
But thank you for the compliments.
yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
like
No,
you
it
went
looks really
Super
good.
Saiyan.
Yeah.
Thank you. You were out for a little bit while we were working on this video, and you had not seen when I first did this.
Yeah, but I tell him I was the one who encouraged you to do this,
He
right?
did.
I said, for this video, you know, it'd be fucking top tier is if you bleached your hair.
Yes.
And not like we do it, you know,
Yeah.
get a professional.
go to a
do it,
salon
make
and
it
do
look
it.
nice.
Yeah.
We went to a professional salon.
Yeah. Yeah. Derek was the first to bring that. Like, would you go that far? I was like, I would. I've never done anything to my hair like that. So
For a role.
But, but I was like, this is cool. Like,
do you like it?
I didn't think I would. I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was when they did it to me, they were like, "Oh, this is very different." Oh, you know. And my parents looked like I had shot someone.
Your parents don't like it?
When I saw them, I didn't tell them about it, and I actually hadn't seen them until it was the day we shot the video where
Okay.
I was crawling all day.
All day.
Hair was slicked back. Garrett made my eyes darker, like the character.
Smoky
And
eye.
I went to dinner with my family and sat down without saying anything. And I thought, oh, this would be fun. Nope. It was this. I'll do the impression. Well, it's your hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that was that experience.
That to me strikes me as a sad mom.
That's
Yeah.
a sad mom.
That sad mom?
impression. Yeah.
I saw over the years when my brother would bring up the ideas for a tattoo that he had, I saw similar
Yeah.
vibes. So I guess I should have expected that.
When
But
I
anyway,
got a
yeah.
lip ring, that was the response.
Oh, really? I never even asked
you
about
know,
that.
how many ever years? I was 18 when I got
Yeah.
it. And it was my family, it was like quiet disappointment. Just, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was the same.
You could tell they wanted to say something. I don't know why. All right. Well, yeah, I guess you're 18. Yeah, you guess I'm 18.
Good guess.
Garrett, you have, I'm sure, evolved your look over the years. Has your family ever given you pushback?
I was not allowed to dye my hair until I was like 18. Like my parents were like, yeah, you're not dyeing your hair black. Like, I don't care how goth you want to be.
What? Really?
Yeah, I was blonde and
I can't imagine your parents.
graduated high school, turned 18, and then, no, it was the other way around. I turned 18 and then about, 3 months later graduated high school. So I think there were like 3 months of my senior year where I had black hair. But yeah, I remember getting that first tattoo. I had 2 cats on my ankles, and I think I showed them to my parents first, and there was like, all right, that's not bad, but slow down.
Slow
it down.
Pump the brakes.
But then like grandparents didn't mind. I had a friend that when she saw my chest across my collarbone, she hit me with and this is a peer that I went to like elementary school, middle school, high school with. She hit me with the most disappointing like conversation after she saw it. She's like, I just, you already got it. It's too, no. I just don't know why you would do that. And it was just like, yo, we're like the same age. Like, what? This is what I would expect from my grandparents.
Your body is a temple.
I took my shirt off. My grandma went, woo woo, looks good, but
nice.
I remember,
not Katie.
I remember telling, I think my sister about that tattoo in particular.
Yeah.
And I did a classic Shawn misspeak. And so I'm like, yeah, he has a tattoo right here. I'm like, yeah, he has a straight pride tattoo. No. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, Garrett has that straight pride tattoo. Garrett does? And she was like mortified. I'm like, wait, what did I say? Oh my God. Straight edge. Straight edge.
No.
Oh my God.
Dude, 100% you were dyslexic just like me.
It was I just said the wrong thing. I couldn't figure out why is she so upset that Garrett doesn't like drink alcohol? Who cares? Like, oops.
I meant to call it Chocolinky.
Oh no.
Oopsies. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, Rocco's blonde hair.
Oh yeah, real quick.
Looks
my
good.
thing, real quick. My mom, when I saw her after I shaved my head, it was like, "Why did you do this?" And I was like, "Do you think that genetics did this to me? Why did I do this? Fuck off! This is like
it's more her fault.
Yes, what I'm saying. It's your dad's fault.
It's her chromosome.
That's what I'm saying.
I think your head looks better. You made yourself. You de-aged.
Like getting used to Shawn's shaved head.
Yeah,
I've gotten so used to Rocco.
Yeah,
and I can't wait for the frosted tips era.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
It's gonna be real
so
good.
again, what Derek was talking about when we were coming up with this video. We had been talking to SNK for a while, and as some people saw, I like when I was in Japan, I would met with them over there and stuff like that. But we've been talking to them for a while, and it was like, okay, yeah, what we want to do a video for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Kind of, what do you think is a good angle? And we went through all the Fatal Fury lore and King of Fighters lore. We went through all of it. And
there's a lot.
Yeah, and it was like, well, what's kind of the funniest thing out of this? And I think we all pretty much agreed. We were like, well, they keep throwing geese off a building. It feels like that guy's getting thrown off a building at the end of every chapter.
Yeah.
So it's right there. Like
for people who don't know, because these games go back to the 80s.
Yeah.
The end boss is Geese Howard, and you fight him on a rooftop. It's like an 80s action movie. And they kick him off the roof, and then they made a sequel to the game, and he's the boss again.
Yeah.
Okay. And the game ends, and you fight him on a roof.
Yeah.
Again. And you kick him off again.
Yeah.
So we were like, that's funny.
Yeah. So the idea came to like, okay, yeah, that just keeps happening. And you can have some cinematic stuff where you see the fight, but then also like you're in public, you just keep seeing the aftermath. He's falling, and then as we were working on it, it was kind of like, what's even funny? The falling is one thing, but like him crawling back and everyone having to see how this pathetic man crawl his way back. So then that led to it was the perfect formula because we said this. It's like, yeah, that'll be the angle as he keeps falling, and then in public we'll see him land, and everyone's like, what's going on? And we realized it's the perfect formula because if you do that out in public, what's someone going to say?
I said they're guaranteed someone will say, "Are you okay?"
And it
Which
happened-
is the famous phrase of Terry Bogard.
Yeah.
Right.
So that sets me up for the perfect gag where I go, "Oh, Terry? What is that?"
Yeah.
It's you can't lose.
It
So-
happened so
It's the
many
perfect
times.
gag.
So
the
many
perfect
times.
gag.
It happened like a dozen times.
Yeah, it did. So you saw one in the video. You know, we didn't want to put all 12.
Yeah.
But there'll be behind the scenes of this later on, and I'm sure you'll see those.
The behind
But-
the scenes for this are wild for a lot of different reasons. Because I think like us filming the cinematic stuff was really pretty and that was cool. And like it was a little challenging, but like overall that was a pretty fun day of like getting those shots on the dolly and all that. But trying to do the little stupid things like getting the fucking dummy to fall into the dumpster or that kind of shit, I think that is like gonna be great to see.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, it was wild.
Yeah, so if you've seen the video, you know, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't, but there is a part, there's a couple. I'm really stoked because there's one dummy shot that people keep asking me, "Yo, did you really fall?" I was
Whoa,
like,
really?
No.
Is that the bridge one?
Yeah, I didn't think there'd be any confusion there on what was
It-
happening.
you could see how it like almost floats to the ground.
Yeah.
in this like
I ain't gonna
cinematic
float
way.
if I fall.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's
Well, maybe they thought he
significant-
survived. They're like, it didn't look like there was that much of an impact.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
there
think
was a
maybe.
mattress down
He
there.
comes
that-
crawling out.
That was a super fun shot to get. That was still at a park and it
Yeah.
was pretty crowded, but like, hey, fuck, let's just do it here.
Yeah.
And so we had Rocco in the bushes and then threw the dummy, Garrett threw the dummy off the bridge.
Mhm.
And then the second it hit, Rocco would crawl out, you know, as if
Yeah,
it
I
was
just
him.
timed it.
Yeah, I just timed it.
So that shot wasn't edited at all, nor was there's one where the dummy I fall into a dumpster basically.
Yeah.
And that was one, again, you'll see the behind the scenes later, but Shawn was throwing the dummy off the roof. I was hiding in the dumpster so that he would throw the dummy into it, and as soon as it would land in the dumpster, I'd crawl out to make it look
But
like
I'm throwing
I
it
fell
from a
into the
pretty,
dumpster.
like a 3-story roof.
Yeah.
And
It's
I'm really
windy.
trying, it's windy, and I'm trying to not have it hit Rocco in the dumpster, just hit the part of the dumpster that's empty.
Yes.
Which
next
is
to me or whatever.
Which is more challenging than I anticipated.
So we ended up doing that like 30 times. Shawn missed the dumpster. No offense.
no. No.
Okay. Let's hear this angle.
I made it into the dumpster, but it would hit the ledge and then slowly fall in. Or it just kept doing things that wasn't working.
There's
needed
dummy
nothing-
coming down, but it's hitting the ground. That's what's in.
We needed nothing but net, but Shawn kept getting the rim. a
Hitting the
little.
rim shot.
There,
Yeah.
to his credit, there's one shot, and I don't think I showed you this, Derek. There's one shot that he did. It landed on the edge of the dumpster. It looked like a human. Hit the edge,
Folds
and then
in
just
half.
slid back.
That was first take.
And
That was the
slid
first
in, and then I crawled out, but it took like 2 minutes. It was such a long
I think you
take.
should have used
It was
it.
like, we have to do a quicker one.
Yeah.
So after 10 of them, Garrett went, okay, I just got to take charge. I'm sorry. I just got, and
I wanted to
chucked
go
it
home.
like a bullet.
I mean,
And
he
it-
spiked it.
And it hit me so hard.
I quit trying to miss
I
Rocco.
thought that footage was sped up. But
Nope.
That's regular
That is
speed.
Garrett
Did not
Which is
doctor it at all.
crazy.
throwing
Yeah.
a fastball, the dummy, at Rocco's head. And it hits Rocco square in the back. Like Rocco is hit
Yeah.
so hard.
And then, so it hurt like hell, but I'm crawling out of the dumpster because it's like, well, let's at least get the shot. And I got to look pained anyway, so don't have to act much. So I'm crawling out, and in my head, I'm like, at least we got the shot. At least we got the shot. And then I go to edit it, and it was not a big deal. Johnny, it was not a big deal.
Uh-oh. He's
But it
bringing
was
up
fu- I'm
again.
saying it 'cause it was-
wow. We're
I'm
bringing
saying
this
it 'cause
up
it was
again.
funny.
We're bringing this up.
I'm bringing it
again,
up because it was funny.
All right.
When I play the footage back,
I don't know
I
why we
can't-
keep bringing the Johnny up.
All right.
I'm like, the audio of it hitting the dumpster is so loud. It like, I didn't doctor any of that. And then Johnny, just under his breath, is just over the footage. Oh, fuck.
To my credit, I thought you had died.
Yeah.
No,
we thought we lost
that's why I'm
Rocco.
saying no hate, no hate.
And it was a 30th take. We're all
Yeah.
fucking like honestly, like I ran up 3 flights of stairs every time we did the
We had to pick
fucking
the dummy back up.
every time it missed, I had to go downstairs 3 flights, grab it, sew the fucking head back on, run back
Yeah.
up. It was getting long in the day.
Bud, we're trying to use that audio.
Yeah. So that was the deal.
I guess you ever heard the term quiet on set?
Yeah.
We're about to be short one podcast producer.
It's gonna be real quiet on this side.
Our mics are muted and he's gone.
No, I used to. Kevin was rolling camera from somewhere else, and I used the audio from that. But anyway, so it worked out great. But I just thought it was really fun.
Just
Don't
real
worry,
quick.
Johnny. Kevin saved your ass.
It legitimately, though, you can hear it in Johnny's breath that he did think he just saw someone die.
Your silence speaks volumes.
I know that I'm on the roof with Garrett, and I just went,
Yeah.
like, I was like, oh, fuck, Garrett, you killed him.
Dude, go ahead.
From both cameras' audio, I had to try to remove people going, oh, like it looked bad when you did it.
I kind of had, I was at the end of my rope, and I was like, Shawn, I'm sorry, but I'd been planning that all day.
I know you.
And I was like, I think I know how this is gonna go. So just let me throw this one. And then I think I told everyone, like, I'm gonna Vegeta energy ball this fucker.
That was the term used.
And I actually folded Geese's legs up into his chest like a fucking ball.
Oh, cannonball.
And I
really did.
We were dropping it before and the wind just kept taking it. So I fucking threw it with force downwards. And I really hit you from my angle. It was square in the back, like shoulders and head. Boom.
But just watch that footage and know that it's not sped up in any way.
Yeah. Not at all.
And
Not at all.
But here's my thought. And I mentioned this while we were filming. Like, can't we just throw the dummy in the dumpster and then cut and then have Rocco crawl out of the dumpster? Like, can we just not like have a tripod shot? And they were adamant, like, no, he has to be in the dumpster.
Do it for real.
Why?
Because
you wouldn't have gotten beamed in the head.
It was a good shot.
Yeah, we got cool shots.
Good behind the
scenes.
The tripod would have worked.
Thank you, Derek. You weren't there that day,
had that
but
gorilla handheld energy. I don't want to. None of this trickery stuff.
Nobody would have been able to.
It was worth a concussion.
Just like I really fell off the building. That earlier part.
Yeah, that no trickery.
No green screen there.
No trickery.
No trickery.
I mean, how long were you sitting in the dumpster?
He was in the dumpster for at least half an hour.
Oh, that was gross.
Yeah. Okay.
That
Pretty gorilla.
I did.
Fucked.
I did like that. I saw someone on Reddit posted. They were like, sensing parallels, and it was me off the building like that. And they split screened it with that album cover. Rude Awakening. The guy in the bed.
Yeah,
like the DNA is here.
That's perfect.
Totally.
I thought that was funny. But anyway, yeah. So it was fun, and the people were saying, "Oh, did it hurt to keep falling? Did it hurt to keep falling? Did not. I'm pretty padded. I did not. That did not hurt me. I could keep falling. That never bothered me. But I crawled across I feel like I crawled through all of San Diego. Like I was crawling, and I was all bloody. Like
his arms are covered in blood.
Yeah, so that sucked.
You did that army crawl, and because of the costume, we couldn't really give you elbow pads.
Yeah,
we gave you knee pads.
Yeah, I had knee pads. That was fine.
But then you were falling on your hip the whole time. So we were filming, and I'm just going, man, I would have made that thicker if I knew how he was gonna fall.
Yeah, but that was fine. That didn't bother me at all. It was just the adrenaline was high, and I kept crawling and I kept crawling. It was only at the end of the day that I was like, damn, I am like fully scraped up. So if you saw when we did like our vid night stream, people kept saying like, is he all scraped up?
You're
that
like
was
Jackie
what it was.
Chan. You do your own stunts.
I am like
is.
Jackie Chan. Yeah, I would say that.
Director, producer, stunt coordinator,
Yeah.
caterer, music by,
self-caterer.
edited by. I think you're in the running for most credits on a movie.
Just because of the SNK video.
Call Guinness.
It's because of the Fatal
Short
Fury
film.
video. Well,
the
anyway,
video's out
it was
now.
fun. Yeah.
It's brand new, so probably a lot of people out there haven't seen it. Go check it out.
Yeah.
And while you're there, subscribe to the Mega64 YouTube channel. Subscribe to Mega64 Infinity, where we post this podcast. And you know what? By God, share the video.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, please.
We
On
really
all
could use a share of the video, or even if you're scared to share it, even a like goes a long way. Because we want to show SNK, we've been working on this for a while. So we want to show them like, hey, you know what? These guys are cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right now, I think they're going, are they cool? I'm not sure.
Like, we'll see.
But a lot of likes.
I would like to keep working with SNK.
Yeah.
The better this video does, the more likely that is.
Exactly.
So yeah, please, anything you can do to help.
It tells everyone we make good stuff. Don't you want to tell people that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let people know.
Or leave a comment on the video. We would
Exactly.
appreciate it. We would really appreciate it.
Exactly. Yeah.
By the way, SNK is not our only sponsor for this whole week of podcasts. In fact, we have our partner in sponsorship, Carl Strauss. Once again, we just want to announce to everybody that our friends at Carl Strauss have been nominated in the San Diego Union Tribune for Best Brewery and Best Happy Hour. And we are asking all of the loyal Mega64 internet soldiers to rig the election at the Union Tribune. Can we get that link posted in the chat? This will be also in the YouTube information if you're watching this and it's not live. But Carl Strauss has been nominated, and we want you to vote for them to win Best Brewery and Best Happy Hour.
Oh, yeah.
Because we love the guys at Carl Strauss. And in fact, they've just put out this collaboration with Pizza Port Brewing Company, Nectaron of the Gods IPA, ridiculously limited brew. But if you want to pick one up for yourself, you can visit carlstrauss.com.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carl Strauss.
And you may be saying to yourself, I live in Australia. I can't vote. No, you can.
Yeah, you can.
It doesn't. I've never been to Carl Strauss before because I'm in Australia. It doesn't matter. Go ahead and vote.
And
you're good.
While you're there, start reading the Union Tribune.
While you're
There's
there,
some
check
good
out the news in
articles
San
in there.
Diego.
Find out what bands are
Might as
playing.
well.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, while you can, they're probably going to go out of business soon. The local newspaper here in San Diego. They've never covered us, so probably their main mistake.
Have they never covered us?
They covered us on their short-lived TV network.
Oh, that's right.
Our paper here,
went
the
down
Union
there.
Tribune. Yeah, and I think that's still on YouTube.
In the studio. Yeah, that was cool.
There's an interview with us, and it was good. It was cool, but that was it.
I don't ever.
They didn't print it.
Whenever we do an interview,
Yeah.
I'm never comfortable. Like I always am like, I don't know. Like I always feel weird being interviewed. I can do a podcast, no problem, but being interviewed like in like a news setting, when the person who's interviewing me doesn't know who I am either, I'm like, yeah, this is weird. Like you don't care, I don't care. What are we doing? What are we doing here? That's
My
just me.
friend, I'm friends with Jody. She runs the film festival here in San Diego. She asked me to go on 91X with her to promote the film festival that she's
wow.
doing. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure. And, the host, I think it's like Tim Piles, had no clue who I was. So he was Googling who I was live on air. And
That's always good.
pulling up all this information I had never seen before.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And so he's like, so Derek, your nickname is Big Dick Nasty?
What the fuck?
And I'm like,
Oh my
I
god!
was like that on 91X?
yeah, on 91X. And I'm like, I don't know what you're looking at. And he was like, yeah, you don't know what I'm looking at. It's right here. Googled you, came right up. And I was like, I promise you there's a lot of stuff written about me on the internet. I don't know what page you're looking at. I could show you a different page. He's like, no, I got all the information right here. And it was like all just fake shit that was out there.
Wow.
Glad I came on the
It's
radio.
all- yeah. Well, I heard some interview, and I'm going to get the name of the person wrong, but it's someone, let's say it's Conan O'Brien, someone like Conan O'Brien.
Okay.
And he was saying like, oh yeah, I was in some country, and they said, can you meet the prince of the country? And he's like, okay, sure. So he's like on the ride over, I'm like Googling like, who the fuck is this person I'm about to meet?
Yeah.
And so it's like, I looked him up, like, okay, I got it, whatever. And he's like, I asked at one point to use his bathroom. He said, sure. It's like past my office. I saw on his screen, his office was a Google of who is Conan O'Brien.
Oh
Like,
my
why are we
God.
meeting each other? No one
Oh.
cares about this. Like, but it's just one of those things that, you're
We
just trying to
need
get
you
through
two to
it.
meet. Yeah.
We're getting through life.
Jeez.
Anyways, hello.
Damn.
But yeah, Carl Strauss, give him a vote. Thank you.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've been interviewed.
Yeah?
I don't think, like, outside of like YouTube
People
video.
have interviewed you.
Yes.
YouTube video. It's all the same thing.
Yeah.
Interviews and interviews.
Our friend Matt Bruce made like a clip about me doing DIY shit for
Yeah.
you guys.
Wow.
It's like you start with being interviewed by journalism students, but then they go on and become real journalists, and the interview is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we got interviewed for the Washington Post, you were there for that, weren't you?
I can't remember that one.
I'll be honest.
I haven't been around for the Kiwi ones or anything.
I don't like interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable.
The more I don't feel uncomfortable, I feel like, and this is just personal experience, but the person who's doing the interview usually has this idea of what they want the story to be before they even talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they interview you. And I find a lot of times they don't even hear what you're saying. And you tell them they have all these questions, you answer them, and then they go, cool, thanks. And they walk away and they write this fucking story that they already made up before they ever interviewed you. And then they just cherry pick your quotes
Yeah.
to reinforce this narrative that they have. So many times I'll read an interview after the fact and be like, that's really not what I was saying.
Not what I was getting at.
That's not what I was getting at. I feel like you kind of
Yeah.
miss the point of if you were trying to get my perspective on this subject, you didn't get it. I definitely got your perspective on this subject, and then it's my quotes backing it up. But yeah, it's a bummer. Sometimes.
Yeah, there's been a couple people where I feel like I read, oh, they did a good job, like where I didn't sense that, where it was like, oh, I don't think they knew what the hell they were doing, and then we gave them something, and it was cool to read, but a lot of them are exactly
but the thing is, like, it's so out of your control, which maybe is what it is. Like, sometimes you get an interview and like I read it and go, this is fucking great. This is so cool looking. I'll share it with everyone. But there are times too where it's like, oh yeah, as you're saying, but it's like, it's already out there. Like, I can't, what am I going to do? Like, even if it's a bad one, where it's like, well, I look like a shithead, but it's already out there. So whatever.
What's up? Are you trying to show us something?
You're interviewed by XSplit.
Holy shit. At PAX. Oh my God, Eric.
Hey, can we
I remember
read
this now.
From
I've
2016.
Never, oh my God, I've never read this probably.
I
remember
I've never seen this
Can
either.
you share this with the audience and we'll read it right now?
Yeah, we'll read it right now, but let me just set this up because I have this memory now, Eric just triggered, where we were at PAX and the representative from XSplit came by and was like, hey, thank you guys for doing, the PPS with our program, and we'd like to hook you up with, I think, like a subscription, and here's some advanced features. I could show you how. I could answer any streaming questions. This is like early days of streaming. And then he did this interview. I don't think I've ever seen this. That's so funny. And I guarantee I have no idea what we said.
Yeah, I didn't know this ever happened.
Let's, okay, is that the top of the article right there? Let's show off this beautiful picture.
This is the B team.
I love those pictures.
Oh yeah, here we go. If you play video games and are somewhat savvy to the gaming industry and fandom that surrounds it, you will no doubt have stumbled across the work of Mega64. No doubt. Whether it's through their strange camera skits, parodying popular games, or meme-starting comedy shorts featuring an array of celebrities like Gabe Newell, Cliff Bleszinski, and Ken Kutaragi. When not taking part in the array of popular gaming conventions, Mega64 are also known for their anarchic live show that streams live on Twitch every Friday. Well, it's on Friday now.
He live adjusted it.
In this two-part interview, we had a chance to speak with Garrett and Eric from the team to discuss their roles in Mega64 and how they utilize XSplit for their live streams.
2 interviews.
You look pissed off in that picture, by the way.
I think he looks brooding.
I'm doing my The Rock.
Scary.
I'm doing my Dwayne Johnson.
So now we're going to get into some Garrett quotes. For our readers who may be unfamiliar with Mega64, could you, in your own words, tell us about what you guys do and your own roles within the group?
Oh God, I hate these questions. It kills me. I'm like, I don't know.
Here's Garrett. Mega64 make video game skits for the internet, and all our humor is based in and around the video game universe.
Is that my voice?
It's been described before as Jackass meets gaming, because we do a lot of skits out in public where we parody all aspects of video games. The other guys, now he's talking about us, Rocco, Derek, and Shawn have been doing it for 11 years now, and they have pumped out 3 seasons of a pretty well-received, I'd say, serial episodic show, and from there started doing multiple ads for different video games and then getting involved with different events in the industry. My role is primarily special effects, makeup, props, and costumes. Lately, we've been kind of splitting off and doing our own little projects with live streaming. I do something called the Poorly Played stream every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific.
Still happening, baby.
Wow, all these years later, you haven't changed the time.
600 episodes every week.
Dang.
That's a lot of episodes per week.
Rocco, do you want to read it in Eric's voice?
Sure. 100%. I would say the important points to hit about Mega64 is that we've been around for 11 years. We're outsiders that have been brought into the video game industry, even though we don't make video games. And through that, we have notoriety and have a lot of celebrity cameos and guests like Shigeru Miyamoto, Hideo Kojima, Gabe Newell, Reggie Fils-Aimé. We just recently did an ad with Nintendo to announce their E3 lineup and what's going on this year.
Whoa.
My personal role in Mega64, I've been friends with the guys since high school, so I've known them for over 10 years. I am the producer and director of the podcast we do every Sunday, Mega64 Live, which you could see on Twitch TV. I get that all together and produce it every week. We have an hour-long live show followed by an after show where we take Skype calls from fans and interact via chat on Twitch, and we run all of that using XSplit.
Dude, that was
That's great.
performance of the
How
year.
long is this interview?
This is only part 1.
Oh,
Wow, this goes on for a long time. Well, you can Google this if you want to read the rest.
Get the gist.
That's about good. That's about enough. That about does it.
Yeah, we're gonna read the book
Melvin.
to you.
Melvin shouts out.
Thank you, Melvin.
Shouts out,
B.
Melvin.
Shouts out. I hope he's still over at XSplit, which I still use to this day.
Do you really?
Yeah,
XSplit's still around?
XSplit fucking kicks ass.
I
You know,
thought
everyone's
it
over
went
here
the way of
talking about
Stickum.
OBS and Streamlabs, but I'm fucking holding on XSplit strong.
Okay.
It's a competitor, baby. It does it all.
Mm-hmm. Well, this podcast no longer runs on XSplit.
I know.
Hate to break it to you.
I'm not losing the torch.
So
BPS still does.
Garrett, you've been telling us about you've been following the news with celebrity Big Brother over in the UK.
Yeah, I saw some interesting clips of Mickey Rourke. Kind of any clip of Mickey Rourke is interesting because it's like, how are you still like walking around upright and everything's slurred and there's a lot of Johnny Depp type scarves and hats going on with Mr. Rourke.
I feel like Mickey Rourke, and I am saying this completely uneducated, so
Sure.
forgive me, but he gives off a Gary Busey
Oh yeah,
vibe.
oh
to
yeah,
me, where
it's that
like
same vibe.
they're wild cards. You don't know what they're gonna do next.
Well, and he certainly is a wild card because some of the clips I saw were humorous in a way of him being so fucking out of touch with what you say on live television.
What did he say?
He was aggravating another contestant on Big Brother, JoJo Siwa.
Okay.
And like the clip I saw when they both kind of get into the Big Brother house is like out the gate, you know, they introduce each other to each other and he just goes, "You like girls, don't you?"
Oh, that's how it starts, huh?
Something like that. And then he just proceeds to belittle her.
Oh,
in I can't remember all the quotes. This is a couple days ago at this point. But he just keeps making these inappropriate gay jokes.
Oh.
To the point where he goes across, like, they have that quad, and there's like, he keeps going, "Oh, where's the smoking section? Where's the smoking section?" This is like day 1 when he arrives. And he's like, "I need a FAG. I need a FAG. Hook me up, hook me up. Come on, brother." And the rest of the dudes are all, you know, half his age. And they walk around, and he's saying, "No disrespect to you, JoJo." And then he's making comments.
That laugh.
He's making comments that are like, "You know, you spend a couple more weeks in this house with me, you're not gonna like girls anymore."
Oh my God.
Which then, like, the other dudes have already said, like, "Hey, man, yeah, it's not, you know, don't." They've been subtle with it. They're now like, "Hey, yo, man, like, you can't say that. Like, absolutely, you don't say that kind of shit to people." And he's being educated, as he should. And then, from what I hear now, it's been, you know, he's been kicked off the show by the producers. So I don't know if it went any further than that, but it was almost like he gets into the house, he cannot contain it, and then he spits all that shit out and then gets ejected like day 1. Cool. I don't know if he even spent the first night there.
Yo, are you serious?
Yeah, I do. I honestly,
what a train wreck.
I only saw a couple clips, but they were that indication of just like,
why would he ever agree to do the show?
He needs money.
Like, do you know who you are, right?
Oh,
you know it's not
yeah.
going to go well for you if you go on the show, right?
I don't know if he thought like, I'm being edgy.
His publicist, like, yeah, go ahead, be on Big Brother. Like,
can this guy afford a publicist anymore? Who knows?
I don't know. That sucks.
Yeah, I have an article here that says that he has left the show. Producers asked him to leave the show following a disagreement with contestant Chris Hughes. I'm not sure who Chris Hughes is.
Yeah. Well, I heard the lineup for Celebrity Big Brother, and I knew those JoJo Siwa and Mickey Rourke. I didn't know anyone else.
And JoJo handled it, you know, well. You know, she
that sucks though.
Never, you know, lost her cool, and the other contestants too were like, "Yo, this fucking guy, like, you all right?" And checked in with her, and you know. Yeah. But it was that dude showing his true colors on fucking not live television. There's that generation that's just like, yes, they're not going to fucking change.
Yeah, they said that no physical altercation took place, but he used language that was considered threatening and aggressive. And they also mentioned his comments towards JoJo Siwa in this People.com article.
Do they still in England call cigarettes that?
That's why he thought he was being a funny comedian, like, you know.
But is that a thing that they still do? Or
no,
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I don't live in England, but I doubt it's
know.
commonly thrown around like it was in the fucking 90s or 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Even as the slang
Because
term for a
I know
cigarette.
that they called that a cigarette for the longest time. I don't know if it still is a thing or
For
not.
sure.
They do.
Still?
Okay. All right.
Fucked
Is he
up.
from England?
It's fucked up, England. No. Yeah, he's
Oh,
in
it's
the
an
UK.
English. Oh.
But you watch these clips and you can see like he is
Trying to be a fuckhead.
He is like, yeah, fucking,
Oh.
he's needling the shit out of her.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was fucking uncomfortable. But you can just imagine being that cameraman, just zoom in on her face real quick. Look at that disappointment. Okay. And,
Damn. That guy's nominated for an Oscar. That's fucking crazy.
But he didn't win it.
Or you didn't win for wrestling?
I don't think so.
The Wrestler was probably like the most familiar. I never saw his old shit.
No, me
And then
neither.
he was in Iron Man 2.
Oh, yeah, that movie sucks.
And
so
I was just
bad.
like, who's this? Well, I guess I knew him from what were those action movies? It was Stallone.
Expendables.
Yeah, Expendables.
Expendables.
But
he's in
even
those
then,
too?
Yeah.
even then, it was like all I knew about this guy was like he's an old action guy, and he's kind of a troublemaker.
There's a movie starring Mickey Rourke. I haven't seen it, but I've always wanted to check it out. I think it's called Angel Heart, and it's supposed to be like a noir mystery horror film where he's
Okay.
like a detective investigating some crimes, but there's like a supernatural element to it. Supposedly, it's really good.
He could speak a little clearer back then.
Yeah.
Probably.
And then he's in Buffalo 66.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he has the cameo as the gangster that
I-
Vincent Gallo is like trying to pay back or something.
All I remember is like how good is Angelica Houston, the mother.
Yeah,
How good she is as the.
he has like a 5-minute cameo in that movie.
Wow, I don't remember. I should rewatch that. It's been about 20 years probably or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Watched it recently. It was weird. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Christina Ricci, Vincent Gallo. It was interesting.
Dude, it's
I remember liking
you
it.
just all right, hold on. I was on Instagram recently and somebody posted this video and it was like, this is a commercial for a soda from like Europe and Jack White did the music for it.
Oh,
Oh.
I had this in my head and I was like, well, I'll bring this up later.
Did you see this video?
I don't know if I saw the video, but
It's
I saw the comments on it.
It's a cool video because it's almost like a Michelle Gondry style
Oh, yeah.
video, but
Yeah.
it's done by this different artist. I don't remember her name, but it's hard to describe this video. I wish I could pull it up, but basically like a girl drinks a soda and she has this parrot that like flies out of the room and then
Yeah.
she like turns and freezes and another girl who looks just like her steps out from behind her.
Whoa.
And then another girl who looks like her steps out from behind her and they have hundreds of actors that all look the same.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're all portraying like a different frame and the camera
Yeah.
starts moving and you see just a row of actors and they're portraying her walking down the steps.
That's
And
interesting.
then she comes out and like, a kid is out there bouncing a ball. And then it's like hundreds of actors that look like this kid. And he like throws the ball up and they have like the balls on strings. So you see like
Oh.
multiple balls coming up and down. I don't know if you're picking up what I'm describing.
yeah,
no,
like
definitely.
trails.
They wrote
Yeah.
a song. Michelle Gondry had a music video idea for them forever ago called I'm Slowly Turning Into You.
Yeah, it reminded me of
Right.
that.
And it was, they never filmed it, but it was supposed to be Jack White starts it and then it keeps someone looks like Jack and then someone looks
Right.
like that guy.
All the way to Meg.
And eventually it turns into Meg. Yeah. But they never filmed that.
Right.
So same kind of idea, I suppose.
Sort of. And it's interesting. And Jack White did the song. And it was on Instagram. I was like, that's cool. And I go into the comments. And the number one comment is from Vincent Gallo.
Yeah.
And he's basically like, this looks like a cheap imitation of the gun scene in Buffalo 66. Terrible video and a very stupid song. Something like that. And that's the
what the
only comment.
He said, deserves to, I'm glad this commercial was forgotten as it is forgettable.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Something like that.
Yeah, go force more actresses to suck your dick on camera.
That's all the comments were like,
Piece
you know
of
what's
shit.
forgettable is Brown Bunny.
Yeah, that guy's a fuckhead.
I don't know. I have no idea who Vincent Gallo is.
He's a director who has made some interesting career choices.
Okay. Well, stop what you're saying. Not a fan.
It's hard, I don't know.
What?
I like his movies, but you hear some shitty things he's done.
Yeah, Vincent Gallo is a weird,
He's a
guy.
weirdo.
He's a weird guy.
He's like Harmony Korine. They're good
Why
directors,
would he
but they're
comment
weirdos.
on fucking YouTube
That's such a
video?
negative thing to fuck this.
It was just so. It's just like Vincent Gallo is like
And his
talking
name
shit
on-
on the soda
on
commercial.
YouTube is Vincent Gallo. Like, what? How did you know? What the fuck?
Well, it was on Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
Wait, are you continuing? Do you have more to that story?
No, do you?
Oh, yeah, because Jack White replied to his
What?
Yeah.
This must have all I saw this like 3 days ago, and
Okay.
it was just Vincent
This
Gallo.
is why I thought you were gonna bring it up. Yeah.
Did you favorite it?
No, I think I screenshotted it.
Oh,
Jack
okay.
White he screenshotted it and posted it on his own Instagram.
Oh, is that how you found it?
Yeah, but
I just came across the video in my
Dude,
feed.
I love Jack White getting fights on his Instagram. I really
yeah.
To me,
enjoy
it was just like, this is a cool video. Let's see what the comments are. First comment from Vincent Gallo. This is a ripoff of my movie and it sucks. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Didn't know Vincent Gallo was on Instagram.
No, I'm not gonna be able to find it this quick, but no, Jack White was basically like, no, yeah, it's actually more reminiscent of Michelle Gondry, who we worked with, and yeah, I don't know what you've done memorable lately either, other than vote for Trump, maybe. I'm not sure, but yeah, good job. You know, like you just like dragged him in the thing, and then he posted a shot of it on his own.
I love Jack White.
Yeah,
He's so
Vincent
funny.
Gallo did
Got
come
him with
out.
the
And he's
voter.
very publicly Republican
I can't
celebrity, and he's often said, he's like, yeah, there's no place in me in Hollywood because they hate me for my
Yeah,
politics.
him and Kevin Sorbo can go make a new fucking movie.
Kirk Cameron. Go ahead. Have fun.
I watched Buffalo 66 recently. Maybe I talked about it. Ultimately, I ended up liking the movie,
Mhm.
even though it was a very unlikable movie.
It's uncomfortable.
It's
right?
uncomfortable throughout
Yeah.
the duration, but at the end of the movie, it ends on such like a positive note. I was like, oh, that actually ended up being charming after all. It kind of like made up for it. And then I read Christina Ricci talking about her experience making the movie. She's like, yeah, I was 17. He was 35. He pretty much screamed at me the whole time, called me fat, made me feel uncomfortable. And I was like,
Yeah.
right.
She's 17 in that?
Yeah.
Whoa. I didn't realize she's been acting for, well, what
she
the
was in
fuck? She
the
was
Addams Family,
Wednesday.
yeah.
Yeah. I forget that. I'm all tied up in
Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets, which is fucking
Did
great.
you find the comment?
Yeah. Jack White commented, fuck you, Prince Vince. This wasn't inspired by you. If anything, it was inspired by Michelle Gondry. And by the way, the artist who made this video is no longer with us. He passed away. That's why they shared it.
Ooh,
Oh.
rip
It's
rig.
it's a 2006 ad. But
Yeah, it was from a long time ago. Apparently, it only aired one time.
Yeah. But the guy
Wow.
passed away. And the artist who made this is no longer with us to add more insult to your insult.
I think it's a woman who was the artist.
Yeah. By the way, what the fuck have you done lately besides vote for Trump, Jack White 3?
Nice. We'll have to follow Jack White.
Dude, it's fun.
He's got some good response.
Oh, yeah.
He had a good Elon reply at one point too, but I don't remember what it was.
We should get a Vincent Gallo on Celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah.
It might be next for him.
I think that'd be good.
Dancing with the Stars.
Dude, get
won't
him
have
and Jack White. That'd be good.
That would be a good show.
Do
Do you remember that news story forever ago? Like, anytime you hear about Jack White, it's usually pretty, normal stuff. He's working on something or whatever. And then it's like once in a blue moon, there's some fiery thing you hear about.
Well, he's
remember that one guy with the Von Bondies?
Oh
It
yeah,
was
he
like,
punched him in the face like 12 times.
I just remember hearing. I think it was
Whoa.
11 times.
11,
Jack White did?
Yeah,
Jack White
and I
did.
just remember hearing that news story. And Derek, I'll never forget you going, "Yeah, you could just say that, but picture it and count it.
Count
out.
11. Yeah.
1, 2, 3." I just remember you doing that, and it's like, yeah, that's rough.
That's a lot of times. To
I
get
think
hit.
that's a lot.
Like
He's from Detroit. He's
The
a
Von
fucking-
Bondies like pissed him off for something. They stole. So I don't remember what they did, but he drove up to their practice space and punched him in the face 11 times.
I think he produced the Von Bondies were a one-hit wonder, and the song was produced by Jack White. And then the lead singer, I think, if I'm recalling this correctly, did an interview where he's like, "Yeah, I mean, Jack White didn't really do shit for us. That we did all that."
Yeah.
And Jack White went. I mean, Jack White went backstage and beat the guy up. I think he had to go to court for that.
He did. Yeah.
He got in trouble.
He did.
That'll happen.
But yeah, it's funny because he seems like the most chill guy, but if you piss him off, he will fucking punch you in the face 11 times.
Jack, public record, not so white. I don't know. That's all I got.
Jack Wong.
Did my best. Jack.
Oh, thank you, Johnny.
See, somebody here has the comedy
Holy
chops.
shit.
There was a news story, since we're just going through some interesting news stories. I found this one last week where a doctor took a picture of a patient's penis and posted it on WhatsApp.
Yeah, and I
Oh.
wasn't stoked about that because it was cold
What's WhatsApp for again? Is that just
Yeah,
texting?
WhatsApp is
it's
like
texting
a
thing,
text
right?
messaging service.
Oh,
like
and
if
voice messages.
If you don't want to use like Apple Messages,
Yeah.
or, it's just
It's
a-
encrypted, right?
It's an app. I believe it's encrypted. yeah.
WhatsApp is that what it was? Sorry,
Yeah.
I brain farted there. WhatsApp is like the most used worldwide,
Worldwide, yeah.
messaging app.
And I think
So
it's
the-
better
the-
for like international shit.
It's better for international, but also it's cross-platform. iPhone, Android, it doesn't matter.
Got ya.
So
Yeah.
I remember using it a lot with my international friends back before the iPhone had like iMessage.
Yeah,
before
because
it got
you didn't pay for
the
texting.
blue text or whatever.
Right.
I haven't used it since then, but yeah, it's still
Yeah.
very commonly
And the
used.
doctor's getting in trouble.
Yeah. What?
So the patient was on the operating table and he was unconscious, and the doctor snapped a picture of his penis.
Was it
and
a
shared it
good-looking
on
penis?
WhatsApp.
Why did he do that?
Well,
Was he in, like, a
thank
Dr.
you for
Groot
asking.
there?
The penis did have a swastika tattoo on it.
Holy
Oh.
shit.
So the doctor
was
was,
it Kanye's
like,
penis?
yeah, the doctor was like, that's crazy. I gotta show that off. I guess the guy was in surgery because his homemade pipe bomb blew up in his face.
That sounds like a guy who would have a swastika on
Well-
his penis.
Yeah. But you know,
He's building pipe bombs in his fucking shanty.
there's a lot of layers to this story.
I can't imagine. Can you imagine hating?
But now the doctor's the one who's going to jail.
Yo, dude.
Wrap your head
hating
around
a
that.
group of people so much you tattoo your penis over it? Yeah, I'm good. I just won't hate people.
This guy loved American History X.
Oh
and
my God.
Screwdriver.
This guy, I imagine this dude is like, I want to let people know my thoughts, but I got to make sure I trust them. You know what? I'll put it on my penis.
That's a
That
litmus
way,
test.
If you're looking at that, you've passed
Yeah.
my test.
Oh my.
I'm comfortable with you.
Yeah.
So the doctor, he didn't. It maybe because if the penis was like mutilated or something, maybe for medical concerns, he might snap a
It
photo.
was mutilated.
Yeah, maybe
Put
he
it in
was
a text group with his
consulting the
peers.
group chat, like, hey, fellow doctors,
Yes.
how do I sew this up?
But this is not the case. I mean, you hate when that happens.
actually, the doctor was fined $10,000,
Okay.
but that's it.
Oh.
So you know,
Oh, he can keep his medical license.
yeah, but he has to delete his WhatsApp.
Oh, because he broke that Hippocratic oath. Ooh.
Real quick, sorry, I was going to bring up something else to do with this, but
Go
in
ahead.
The I just saw. I don't mean to eavesdrop on the chat here, but someone bringing up that alarm sound Johnny plays is their wake up alarm, and they get triggered every time it plays. The same like that.
No!
That used to wake me up like 15 years ago, and it's like still waking.
Why
me
would
up.
you
I'm like,
pick that of all the things? That's the last thing I want to have wake me up. You
Yeah.
do?
Because it wakes you up.
It works.
It reminds me of sharing a room with Rocco at a convention and that shit going off. Because I do remember your alarm going off, back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Garrett's phone. Love you, Steve. Love you, Mike.
all my text message alerts.
That you've had for like 20 years.
Since we're speaking of alarms, yeah, when you hear an alarm sound out in the wild, it makes your spine like
Especially
Oh,
if it
yeah.
is the one that wakes you up.
makes your fucking butthole pucker in anger.
Yeah.
we should. Can we play our alarm sounds that we have? Like,
Sure.
Yeah, we can. So I've decided that I'm going to use really like nice soothing sounds to wake
Yes.
up to, and that has fixed the problem.
Oh, you go
Because-
the opposite.
Yeah, now I don't wake up to this. It really changes everything when you wake up to like a wake the fuck up, bitch.
yeah.
It's like, oh, start my day off in a bad mood. But when you wake up to like some nice birds chirping and like
yeah.
a soothing sunrise sonnet, it's
Okay.
like, ooh,
Like,
waking up refreshed, nice
I-
and calm.
I have a very, like Rocco said, I have the same fucking ringtones and stuff that I made on pre-smartphone phones.
Okay.
And I use those. I've converted
Garrett's alarm is the worst.
them. But I have a bunch, like you said, I have like Moonlight Sonata for like a calm wake up.
Yeah, but
And
I know I don't get that one.
I do use that sometimes, but the last alarm I set was this.
Yep.
yeah, that one's not
that's
so
right.
bad. That's not
It's
so bad.
it's the fig music, but yeah.
I could wake up to that and be ready to go.
I kind of dig that.
All right,
Mine
it's funky.
is early risers, nice and simple. Oh, should turn my volume on.
Okay, so that's the calm.
Well, that's why you're late all the time.
Yeah.
Always
This
early.
wouldn't wake me up.
I can't even hear that.
You can't hear that?
No.
You hear that through the Howard Stern episodes you're listening to?
Yeah, it
All
wakes me up
night.
every time.
That's what it's like sharing a hotel with Shawn.
Mine, I used to change mine all the time, but I used to set it to songs and,
Yeah, I
and
used to
stuff
do that
like on
too.
my PC. But what would happen was out and about when I hear the songs out in
Yep.
public, it would ruin my day.
Me too.
And Johnny and I saw Gorillaz live. Johnny, that one song, I think it's Rock the House. I used to set that as my alarm, and it was upsetting. They got to that in the show. I was like, I have to leave.
Yeah.
But the performance was so good, I didn't care. But anyway, I haven't changed this one in probably 10 years. It's
Yep.
Oh, that's
yep.
it.
That's it.
That's you. That's Rocco's
Man, we
phone.
are all sharing. I am going back to the hotel rooms right now.
yeah.
I used
I
to
don't
have.
think you guys have heard mine.
Yeah, I don't know if I have.
Wait, how do I play this? It's asking me to open up Spotify. What the fuck?
What the
Okay,
fuck?
good. They got the best ringtones.
That's it.
No, I haven't heard this.
Standard wake up. Okay.
Gotta wake
Maybe
up.
on
That's
tour.
nice.
Maybe on tour. I stayed near in Johnny's
That's a
room once.
good, solid wake up tune.
Now, if it's like I need to set an alarm to like buy like some concert tickets go on sale at like a certain
Yeah.
time in the middle of the day, and I really need to be jolted out of like whatever I'm doing,
Yeah.
that's when I get funky with some Wesley Willis.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You know, you
Good
don't,
stuff.
you don't do the.
Suck a cheetah's dick?
You didn't get Wesley
A
Willis
cheetah's
discography on
dick.
Morpheus.
Nope.
No.
Not on Morpheus.
I've never even seen a cheetah's dick.
You don't
Goes
want
by
to.
too fast.
I
Walk
try,
over
yeah, I
London.
try, and I'm like, what?
Rock on, Chicago.
Speaking of setting an alarm, I don't have like a big story here or anything, but I was telling, I think I told you about this, Garrett, yesterday, but this Monday, the tickets went on sale for, they're re-releasing Revenge of the Sith in theaters.
Oh yeah.
You know, okay, whatever. 20th
Revenge of the
anniversary.
shit.
Yeah, George Lucas changed it again. It's called that now. Because
Yeah.
bad shit
We
happens.
moved one letter.
No, but they're doing it, you know, so they release these, and sometimes I go, sometimes I don't. But they're doing this in 40X. So I'm like, I have to see that.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be like Star Tours for 2 hours, except children die.
You'll see the potato asteroid in 4DX.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, so but the problem is that there's so few 40X seats, and they're only doing it for a few days. So I did not want it to sell out. And I was checking it at midnight. Oh, it's not going up. And then I read online, oh yeah, I work for Regal. They always go up at 6 a.m.
Oh no.
And I was going about my day literally in the middle of the podcast yesterday when we were recording. I was sitting here like, did I get tickets? Did I?
Uh-oh.
And I had to like retrace my steps like it was fucking Memento, and then go through like credit
Who's
card
Sammy
stuff. I
Jenkins?
did. I woke myself
Oh.
up at 5:55 and just hit the button and went back to
Oh
sleep.
my God.
But it was so quick that I was in and out of consciousness
Could have been a
Damn.
dream.
that I barely remembered. But anyway,
That's crazy.
but I did. Anyway,
Do you guys have certain text tones for different people? Because I
Yeah.
did that back in the day, and I never
Yes.
changed it. So like when Rocco texts me, it's a different sound than.
For me, it's calls too.
Oh
Like,
really? Oh yeah, yeah.
You have a Tim and Eric.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, love you, Mike. Love you, Steve. Love
Yeah.
each other.
I have a Nirvana song for you.
Oh, okay.
But like the average person when they text me, it's
Oh
Just
yeah,
that?
that's that. I use that text.
And then-
that's my text tone too.
is it really?
For you.
Yeah. When Rocco texts me, only when Rocco, it's this.
Yeah.
Little Eric the midget.
Yeah.
Dumbass geek. Excuse me, Eric the actor.
Yeah, the actor.
I have like a generic ringtone for everyone that is just nice, calm piano music, but every once in a while, someone out in public recognizes it.
Oh really?
And it's this way for a reason. It's the 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Oh
theme,
my God! Is it really?
Which is just like
the music?
classical music, right?
Yeah.
But every once in a while, like
You
and
get a freak.
I've forgotten, right? Because this has been 10 years I've been doing this. How long has that video been out? But yeah, I'll be in bank line or something. My phone goes off, and then I'm like, oh, hold on. Hey, what's up? Or I go, oh, it's a spam call, and I end it or whatever. But some dude will be like, hey, what? And I'll be like, what's he referring to? Oh yeah, that's
Oh yeah, 2 girls, 1 cup.
that song.
Google it.
Yeah, definitely as soon as you can.
Yeah,
Google
go to grandma's house and Google it.
it. It's always faster on grandma's.
Yeah, don't
internet.
do it on your own computer.
Hey, I want to take a quick second to say thanks to everyone for watching this week. This week, we're doing podcast every day this week, as we mentioned. Subscribe to Mega64 on YouTube, but subscribe to Mega64 Infinity, also our second channel where we post our podcast, and we're going to every day this week. But
Yeah, if you missed yesterday's episode, it's up on Infinity now.
right now, Johnny has
So-
been killing it.
You can go check it out.
Getting that stuff out. Meg has been working on stuff too, and they're both killing it. But we wanted to let you know, if you like our show and you like what we do and you want to support us, the best way to do it, patreon.com/mega64. You could go there. You're going to get tons of exclusive stuff. In fact, every day this week, there's an extra little chunk of the podcast we call post-show clarity.
That's right.
Well, since we're doing a week of podcasts, you're getting one of those like every weekday this week. So you're getting that plus movie club plus all kinds of behind the scenes stuff. There's definitely going to be stuff from our Fatal Fury video we did today that we released today.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's coming soon. So jump on that. Patreon.com/mega64. And now this next thing I'm excited about too, shop.mega64.com. You know, we always plug. It's the best site, the best store on the internet.
Oh, it's the best.
We got apparel on there. It's stylish. You know, it came from the creative minds in the Mega64 hive. So you know it's good. We got Blu-rays of our work, media, you name it. I want to get everyone ready.
Buckle up.
We mentioned this yesterday. There's a thing that has been in the works for a while that we were trying to get made as just like a limited run fun thing.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure how it was going to go. Well, they showed up yesterday.
Yep.
I think they turned out awesome.
Yep.
But it is, well, we have them here. I'm not going to say what it is, but we're going to get it ready. And I think we're going to drop this mystery item in our store tomorrow.
Okay.
Maybe when we go live tomorrow. Like I said, I don't know how it's going to go. I really think people are either going to be like, that's weird, okay, or it's going to be gone in like a second.
They'll be like, I love it.
Possibly.
Maybe.
You never know.
You never
A
know.
joker might say that. But
Yeah.
anyway, so tomorrow's podcast, check that out, shop.mega64.com. A very limited item is going to drop. And I think it turned out really cool.
I'm really excited about this.
Yeah.
I saw some photos you took.
Yeah.
You may want to, lock yourself in a room and take a look at it.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Tune in tomorrow. Find out.
Tune in
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Get your browser ready. Shop.mega64.com.
Get out your checkbook.
Yeah.
Um,
Freaking checkbook.
I found something really interesting that I want to show you guys, and I'm sorry, I'm improvising here, but Johnny, I just sent you a picture. I just emailed it to you.
Just something you'd enjoy.
Just something you enjoy. Take a second, no rush, but if you can, pull that up and let's get it on the screen so that we can see it and everybody at home can see it too.
What could it be?
What could it
We're
be?
calling audibles here at the
We
Mega
are, but I
64
think
studio.
you guys will like this.
I'm all for it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
Bam.
We're also going to be speaking of patreon.com
Mhm.
/mega64. We did drop a phone number in there
Yeah.
earlier. This actually it was later last week. And we're going to be doing Cheers to You, a segment sponsored by Carl Strauss in just a few minutes where we're going to be listening to some of the stories our fans have shared with us. But if you want to share a story with us, you can still find that phone number on our Discord,
Yeah.
which you can access through the patreon.com
oh yeah.
/mega64. The Patreon. Check this out. Yeah, full screen that. You got the picture there.
Cool.
All right. I want you guys to look at this picture and tell me if it looks familiar to you. Do you recognize this photo?
Is this the
Yes.
photo from The Shining?
I recognize this photo.
Yes.
From
Well,
the
wait.
film.
I don't know if it is because I don't see
From the film. Yeah, notice anything different?
Jack Nicholson
did-
is not.
That's
I
not
did
Jack.
see this.
I have not.
Yeah.
I don't see Jack.
I can tell you what it is.
Is this tying into the moon landing conspiracy? I don't want to go down
I don't
there.
think Katy Perry went to the moon.
Last time.
Is that the guy though in the center? I don't know who's that guy.
It's the same body and hand position and the blurry guy in the front.
Am I
think.
ruining it if I say? Because I did see this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This is the original photo.
okay.
They this is a pre-Photoshop era.
Yeah.
But they put Jack Nicholson's head on that guy's body.
Oh, they did.
essentially, yeah.
Oh,
And yeah, I
And
never
no-
knew it was a real photo.
I didn't know it was a real photo.
But this came out. Someone dug this up the other day. I saw this a couple days ago somewhere.
So
Yeah.
back in the day, would they like like take a photo of Jack in black and white and then cut his head out. And
I think they just had very talented artists.
physically glue it
That's
on.
what
however.
I did to that picture of you with all like the mobsters.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of people assumed this was a bunch of extras.
I did too.
after
definitely
The
Same.
Shining, but it
Same.
turns out this is just an actual photo from like the 20s.
Is it even in the Overlook Hotel? Probably not.
Well, that's not a real hotel,
It's not a
so
hotel,
I would
so it can't
say
be.
it isn't.
Well, I mean, it is a real hotel.
Well,
It's
that
just
hotel-
not called the Overlook.
That's true.
Yeah.
But was it in? It probably wasn't in the lobby
No.
of that fucking hotel. But anyway, that's amazing.
That's really cool.
And it kind of part of the moon landing debate, where is the movie about the faking of the moon landing, was that Jack Torrance was holding a note, and that guy that's holding his arm down is trying to get him to not show what's in the note. But now we see, okay, that's not part of. But now we see that's not part of the written narrative. That was in the original photo from the 20s.
Yeah. So
Oh, you're right.
That's bullshit.
So
I wonder why that guy was putting his arm down. Well, you don't put your arm
what
up.
was he not wanting to show?
I think he's
Maybe-
just
maybe
caressing.
holding on to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He loves him so much, my brother.
Where is that? So the guy right behind him is the one putting his arm.
Yeah,
But
holding his arm. It's
that's
still
a weird position
though,
to
right?
be in. You put
Yeah.
his arm on his shoulder, not his arm.
If I'm
Yeah.
like this, do that to me. Yeah, that's weird.
I would do this.
Maybe he told this fucker, stop waving to the fucking camera.
Yeah, you've been doing this so much.
I told you, don't wave at the fucking camera. Put
Carl,
your
why are
hand down.
you front and center?
It's like he's trying to do sleight of hand. He's got like a coin he's palming. He's
you know
like,
what's funny is all these people are in The Shining except for the guy in the middle. He's not in
Yeah.
it.
oh yeah, that's the main
Doesn't that
feature.
suck? The guy who took the picture doesn't get to be in the movie.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
We assume he's the main guy. He might have just ran in and they were like, Jimmy,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
maybe that's why they're acting
They're
like
like,
that.
they're
got
like,
him
get
out.
out.
Yeah.
It's not your photo.
You're
Todd.
just the
He's a
guy
waiter.
passing out drinks.
He's
yeah.
the fucking maitre d'.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be. And he's front and center, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Some
That's
bullshit.
cool though. I that's just awesome
Yeah,
that this got uncovered.
I
A little
never
piece
knew
of
that.
film history for y'all.
That is cool.
What's your favorite Kubrick? Is anybody Shining or is it
It
something
might
else?
be. It might be
Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
I don't think he
Apocalypse
directed
Now.
that.
He watched it though and liked it a lot.
Mine's super bad.
Oh, you said Coppola? No.
Favorite Kubrick?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I mean, some people don't like Stanley Kubrick, which blows my mind, but he has so many good movies. 2001 is great. I love Full Metal Jacket.
Beckett just had watched 2001 for his film class.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, I don't get what I just watched. What the
Yeah.
what was that? And it's like, yeah, man, I know.
I'll watch it. Tell him to come over. I'll watch it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's what you say when I show you movies too.
That sometimes it is that. He learned it from me. I think my favorite is The Shining, but I really do like Eyes Wide Shut. That's a great movie.
Eyes
yeah,
Wide
I
Shut
always
has
forget.
climbed my list every time I've seen it. Like when I first saw it, oh, it's good. And now it's like, okay, yeah, that might be like top 2.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
really
But
good.
but I'm a
really
sci-fi baby. I got to go 2001.
All his movies are good. Doctor Strangelove.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's
is
great.
great
That's
as well.
I have
just saw. Oh, sorry.
I haven't fucked with Barry Lyndon.
I've never
ever.
seen that.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
From a
is
technical point, I
Reason-
appreciate it, but
reason I was thinking about Kubrick even prior to seeing the photo was they, I guess, just announced 4K remaster of Barry Lyndon, and they might show it in theaters, whatever. But I really like Barry Lyndon.
I've
a
never
lot.
seen. I would like to see that. I think I've seen all of his movies, but that
I
one.
think you would dig it. I
Yeah.
think you would dig it. But anyway,
Mhm.
just curious. Just came up. I wanted to ask. It's not Kubrick related.
Yeah.
yeah.
I wanted to ask though. Did you? And you tell me if I'm wrong. Didn't you have a potential story
I
related to your car? Or
I mean,
something?
kind of. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I just had the craziest morning.
I've just been sitting here curious the whole time.
This
Oh,
morning,
your car? Is the roof
I
okay?
have done. That different car.
Okay.
I have done so much this morning, and I was like under the gun of trying to. The fact that I'm on time for this podcast was crazy.
yeah.
What happened was we're trying to get a new car because our transmission's going out on the bigger car, not the
Okay.
convertible.
Okay.
And so Jenny's like, I've never used Carvana before. Like, let's try that because I don't want to talk to people and go to the dealership. And this supposedly is all online.
This is yeah. We were just talking about this morning.
Yeah. So she did it online. They accept trade-ins. Good. Take my car away. I hate this fucking car. Get rid of it. They offer me like I don't know, like $4,000. Great. Get this out of here. Fine.
It's not a Tesla. Why you hate it so much?
It's just give me a lot of problems.
It's the family wagon, and it's been failing.
We've had it for
Yeah.
9 years, and it's been a lot of times me fixing this
Oh,
car.
that thing's
I'm
trash.
over
then,
it.
man.
I'm over
9
it.
years of 4 kids in the back
Yeah,
seats.
it
You know how many
sucks.
Cheerios are in that fucking
How
carpet?
many boxes of shirts I had to bring over?
How on the nail was Cheerios in the carpet, Rocco?
100 100%. And goldfish crackers.
Yeah, of course.
I've never noticed that, but Cheerios I did.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
well, obviously.
Sorry.
Anyways, so she did it all online. It was amazing. It was like, hey, yeah, the car we wanted, we picked it out. It's going to be delivered on Thursday, and they're taking that car with them.
No haggling, no bullshit.
It's done. It's been done. It's like, oh, this
Gotcha.
is fucking dope. Then they call us this morning at like 8:15, like, hey, your registration isn't expired, but it needs to be valid for 75 days after the trade-in, or else it doesn't count. We can't take it.
Oh, fuck. You
And
need
so-
a 75-day wait?
Thanks for the heads
and
up.
so
Bullshit.
ours is like, well, it expires in like 50 days or something like that. It's like, oh, who gives a what the
Yeah.
So
fuck?
now you got to
Yeah.
pay another $80 to get that registered.
So I got,
for
it was
next year.
150.
Of course.
So
Fuck.
I'm like,
Oh,
but it's like, and we need that
California.
paperwork by 11:15 today, or else this doesn't go through.
Do you have
It has to
AAA?
be- What's that?
Do you have AAA?
I do.
Okay.
So
that's
I
the
was.
shortcut.
Jenny's like, we're not doing it. It's not possible. I'm like, I will make this happen. I'm getting rid of this fucking car. Plus her birthday's on Saturday. I'm like, I can't really get you a birthday present, but we'll get you a new car. Like we'll say that's your present, even though it's
All
really not. But so we fucking like she's like, I don't think it can happen. I'm like, I'm doing this. So I drove the Mustang
Yeah.
to AAA. I'm like, I need this registration. And so they, okay, we'll see what we can do. And so they pull it up like, yeah, you got to get a smog check. And it's like,
Fucking California,
it's like, I paid
man.
the registration. Like, well, they shouldn't have taken the payment without, but whatever. It doesn't matter. So I'm like, okay. So I drive back home and then I'm like, I'm looking at this clock. I'm like, okay, well, it's 9:00 now. I go find a smog check place. And then the guy's like, quickest I can get you in is 11:15. I'm like, I need this done now, like this second. And I'm on the phone with the Carvana people being like, 1 second, lady, stop talking. Yeah, what? Okay, 1 second. And it's like back and forth. And the guy's like, look, I can see you're a little rushed.
That's like,
Damn. Fucking summed you up.
I
in
can
2
see
seconds.
that you are a little flustered. I'll put this to the front of the line for you. I'll
what
just
a
do this
guy.
for you. And I was like, Luther, you're my fucking hero.
Fucking
Like,
Luther.
thank you, Luther. And so,
Praise Luther.
but then my car's transmission is not great. Like, I don't want to drive on the freeway now because it won't go to fifth gear. Like, it's just like,
yeah. Is there any fear this thing won't pass smog either?
100%.
So, and that's what you need. You need to be like on the freeway for like 45 minutes to warm that fucker up so it passes smog.
No, but I can't go on the freeway.
Oh,
so I didn't go on the freeway. So I'm just like praying, like, please, is there any lights in the car? I'm like, the lights are not on in the car, but I don't know. So he goes as fast as he can, and the guy at AAA is like, make sure he doesn't submit this electronically, because if he does, it goes into the system, and then they'll mail you the tags, and you won't get the thing in time. You need it by 11. It has to be done like by hand, a certificate. I'm like, okay. I don't know what this means.
That's yeah.
So then after half an hour, Luther comes back to me. He's like, hey, dude, you passed. You're good to go. And I'm like, thank God. He's like, don't worry. I already submitted electronically for you. Already taken care of. It's like, that was the thing I really...
That's the opposite of what is good.
I didn't want to get into the weeds though. I think the person at Carvana is wrong.
You are
Because
correct.
that you-
it ends up being...
It gets submitted electronically, and then in an eighth of a second, everyone, including AAA, has it at their
So-
Yeah,
computer.
they can look that
well,
up.
they needed the physical certificate that I had. So the guy, I told him like, oh, I didn't, not electronically. He's like, here's the certificate to you. The person who told you that is crazy. Like, this is going to be fine for you. Don't worry. So I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at the clock now, but like, okay, so I have to get this done by 11. I have to be on the set for the podcast by like at the latest 10:45.
Bro.
And I still need to go get my registration. So then I go back home, give Jenny back the other car, then get the Mustang back, then drive to AAA again, and then waiting in there. And the guy sees me. He's like, hey, dude, you got it? And I'm like, I think so. So I gave him the thing. He prints it out for me within 30 seconds, and then I take a picture of it, send it to Jenny, and it was like we're like 5 minutes away from the window.
10:55.
It's pretty close. Like you
yeah,
had
you
somebody
were
run out of
here
here.
texting shit and running around taking
So
photos.
I thought it was impossible. I got it done. Then Jenny messages me, yeah, the picture the guy said was a little too blurry. Can you take the picture again? So that's when I was here. I'm like, I gotta go. And it's like right before we went live, I ran to my car to take a better picture of this fucking registration to send that. But I have not heard an update since. So I think no news is good news. I'm
Yes.
taking this.
check your
Yes.
account. Maybe that
But,
$4,000 just got dumped in.
it's like, God damn it. Like it was to the fact that I was able to go to get like registration, then go be a small child, then get registration again, then come here and be here in time was like a miracle. So I rushed. I was like running all over the place today, but I made like my phone is literally at 35% because I kept texting and calling. Like,
You've been on it so
I've been
much.
on it so much trying to get this done.
Take a breath. And
From an outside perspective, this seems like a typical Tuesday for you.
I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say there are days Shawn comes in, we come into work, and it'll be like 10 something, and Shawn will tell us like, "I've had a full day." And
Yeah.
I
He's
can't
lived a
believe it's
lifetime.
10 a.m.
Yeah.
And I mean, that
And-
was just,
and you know, we'll be like, "Oh, what can it be?" And he'll tell us, and it's like, I wouldn't have completed all that in a weekend.
I mean, and again, like that's just the extra stuff. But I did the normal stuff of like, I woke up, got the kids ready for school, woke
Fed 'em.
up, drove to get Jenny a coffee to be nice, came back, fed the kids, made them lunch, dropped them off at school. And then this happened. It's like,
You're
geez,
doing too much.
it's too much.
Slow
Anyways,
down.
whatever. I think I got it done. I think I did the impossible. So I feel good.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Anyway,
Yeah,
I
man.
don't know if that was interesting
Have
or
you
not.
hired the shaved ice truck yet?
Okay, I have not hired them yet. I will.
Cameo
I don't think
update.
I've said this on the main show. So if you're just in the pre-show, you probably don't know. But I have a cameo goal for trying to get a shaved ice truck for Beckett's 18th birthday / graduation party.
The taco truck is already locked in.
That
We got the tacos.
We budgeted for that.
Taco is Locco.
Taco truck.
Taco has been
We're
secured.
talking about the other truck.
This is the bonus truck that he had a bite of it and said, "This is life changing. Can I get this for my party?" And I thought, like, dude, you're turning 18. I'm going to make this happen for you. But it's like, how much is it going to cost? So, anyways, I'm trying to get it done.
This
I
is a
have
stretch goal.
cameo, stretch goal, exactly, stretch goal. I have a cameo that I have been promoting on the pre-show, trying to get this going. I've gotten a lot of people jumping in. I think I have a couple of cameos to complete right now. I think I'm at like $170 I've attained.
Okay, you're getting close.
Wait, but you said something real quickly. Are you not getting Jenny a birthday gift this weekend?
I'm getting
that's
her.
what I
It's a
wanted.
car.
I'm getting her a gift, a couple gifts, but they're not.
Give her a kiss on the cheek
Great.
and
Like,
the keys to the new car.
I know that I'm walking into this
You're not
being
going
like,
to do like a third food truck for her?
no. We all of our money goes to the kids. You know, we're just trying to make it so their
There's
lives
a
are
problem.
good. But like, I got her like some fucking candy. That's not great.
Oh.
And I got her a T-shirt. That's not great either. But that's all I could really make happen right now. We're trying to pay for like so much and the taxes and everything else. It's
She's
just like,
understanding that we're budgeting. She
yeah,
gets
I
it.
make her a birthday video year. I'm gonna do that again.
Oh,
but like,
she
it-
loves that. Jenny.
but it's gonna not that. That's Valentine's Day.
Oh, she loves those too.
that's
I'm
a Valentine's
sure.
Day video. But yeah. So
Eric has a good idea.
Yeah,
She-
he's wondering what Mega64 shirt you're going to give her.
yeah, whichever she wants.
Kevin, what do we have extra of?
we have a couple of the dumbass quote shirts. She's gonna love it.
She'll love it.
She's gonna love it. Anyway, so yeah, my present for her isn't as good as I would like it to be, but
It's a thought that counts.
I do love her very much.
You guys
When
have been married for several years now. And
It's been 13 years. Yeah.
yeah.
When I mentioned, I think maybe it was on the post show thing yesterday. I don't know if it was during the main show, but I just traded in my car recently. When I did that, I actually did it. I did the Carvana thing,
Yeah.
and then got their quote. But then just where I went to get the car,
Oh,
I just
yes.
told them like, well, they offered me. I got their offer,
Smart.
and I'm like, okay, cool. What was higher at Carvana?
Oh, that's
and
good.
they were like, all right, fine, yeah. So-
If
Price
it wasn't
match.
for the registration
But that's
thing,
all I did.
this
I didn't-
Carvana thing would be awesome.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
this was a snag that was a random thing that happened to me. But like, I feel like I will only be doing this from here on out because I don't want to go to dealerships ever again.
What was that
Yeah.
dealer? What was that day grace period? 75 days?
75 days.
Okay, because I might be doing this soon. I want to know.
Yeah, so like
if I'm going to get fucked.
the day you trade it in, if your registration doesn't, if it expires 76 days, you're fine.
fine.
But 75 days after the day you trade it in,
good,
which
good
is
fine
dumb.
print.
Like it's up to date. It is up to date.
Yeah, that is
there's
some
been
bullshit.
there's been years that I've just not thought about it, and for some reason they didn't send me a thing.
Yeah.
So then like I don't know how I've never gotten a ticket on that
Oh,
thing.
you haven't?
But there's been times where like I park here and like one of the employees at a business nearby is like, hey, your registration is like beyond expired. It's so expired. Like,
Mhm.
2 months
do you
ago.
know that? And I was like, oh no, I didn't think about it. It
Yeah.
was like I was like 8 months or
And
something.
then it's a
I was
huge
like,
fee on top
Yeah.
of that. It's
I
like
know
way more
I know
expensive.
people who have definitely I know a lot of people who've gotten tickets for that.
I have, yeah.
They park somewhere and get a ticket.
Yep.
But I never did. I don't know.
I saw a
My
20
car was towed for
Oh,
expired
was it
registration.
really?
Really? It was
Yeah.
towed for that?
Yeah, years ago.
How
Wow.
expired was it?
Over 6 months, they can take your car. And that's what
Really?
happened to me. I came out and my car was gone.
Oh.
And I actually called the police to report it as stolen.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're like, well, give us the information. And I was like, all right, well, the registration was expired. And she's like, wait, how long has it been expired? And I was
Oh.
like, a long time. And then she like put it in the computer. She's like, yeah, we took that.
Yeah, hey, good news for you.
Yeah,
We have your
took your
car.
car.
It's not stolen. Well, it's stolen by
man.
the government.
That sucks.
Yeah, they stole it.
California stole it from you.
Yeah,
Those fuckers.
I've had it expired for a while, like over 6 months before, for sure. As
Really?
well. Yeah.
Damn.
But a lot of the times I pay the thing, and then it's always that smog check where it's like, I'll do that later.
Have
and
you
then I
ever
just never do it?
Have you ever planned non-operation something and then drove it around anyway?
No,
Oh,
I'm not.
neither have I.
I've also had my license for some reason, when your license expires, a lot of times they just send you like, okay, here's
I
the
just got
updated
sent that
one.
actually. Oh, I should do that.
Yeah, but I don't know what was happening for a while. That was not happening for me. And so I remember I did get pulled over once. I used to get pulled over all the time by our old studio because they were like, why are you here at 2 a.m?
Right.
Yeah.
And then he checked my license and it was like, are you serious? This is expired like 2 years ago, dude. I was like, oh, I don't look at the date on there.
You know, think about it.
And then he was like, I'm not going to give you a hard time, but you better do that. Okay, yeah, cool. And I told somebody about it, and they were like, "Yeah, it must be nice to be white."
For
Like
real.
seriously,
For
just
real.
oh, don't worry, nah, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
Go on,
Really?
sir.
yeah. So anyway,
Enjoy your night, sir.
Mm.
What kind of car did you get?
It's used Chrysler Pacifica. I think it's a minivan. My first minivan ever.
Uh-oh.
I know.
You had to break down.
You know what happened was we rented this exact kind of car when we were in Kansas City. And it was like, yo, I talk shit on minivans. This has been great.
It's nice.
This is so much easier. Like, why am I so steadfast in not having a minivan? Like, I know who I am. I got 4 kids. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
I'm trying to impress. So, yeah, I'm excited. Dude, my
What's
first
wrong
car,
with a minivan?
it's just not cool. Not a cool look.
I think
Yeah, that's the
minivans are
soccer
cool.
mom
You know,
mobile.
my family,
Minivans go fucking fast.
Yeah.
my family
and it's convenient.
And they're comfy.
When I was younger, we had an Astro van.
Oh, yeah, we had
that's-
one of those too. I was
that's
like,
Yeah.
We drove an
ready.
Astro van.
And
That's
which my
the
dad
one.
had a nickname and would not let go of, which was he called it the Bodie Fun Bus.
Fuck,
That
dude.
sounds so accurate.
And that's what we drove to Vegas in. I mean, a million summers,
Yeah.
a million road
The
trips,
Bodie Fun
whatever.
Bus.
And
Everybody
that's
hopping
like
in.
one of the best eras of my life. Like
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
back to
yeah.
that, like that was the best thing
Mhm.
ever. We all look back at that, like no, we don't care about any of our past cars. Like we were talking
Yeah.
in our family about like I have no affection for that stuff. I don't care about cars, but that van was like that was. How fun was it?
It's like being
that
in the
van?
tour van.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, it really
Sprinter.
was cool.
Yeah.
I took
I liked it.
a group trip with friends to Vegas a few years ago, and we went on Turo and just rented a minivan.
Yeah.
This was like 2021, I want to say, or maybe that was the year of the car. That shit was nice. It had
Yeah.
like DVD players all throughout it,
yeah.
and we rode up to Vegas in style. I mean, I
Yeah.
love driving that.
This
thing.
one doesn't have a DVD player, but it does have CarPlay. I've never had that in a car I've had before.
Oh, see,
My
I would
first time ever
get
having
that removed and put the DVD player in.
You would not.
No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
you would not.
No,
Yeah,
I
you-
was just thinking though, Derek, you bring that up. I forgot about when, my car got totaled once and I had to rent a car for like a summer. And I had a van.
Yeah.
And we used it for Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah,
we
for
loaded
sure.
all our stuff into it. But that was a lot of fun. Like, I really liked having
Maybe it's
the
because
van.
I grew
yeah.
up watching Scooby Doo, and I think
Yeah,
the Mystery
maybe.
Machine is cool.
All right.
Yeah.
The
I-
Turtles had a van. Yeah.
The vans
Yeah.
are cool.
Hey,
I'm saying,
thank
Vans
you.
are
I'm
cool.
feeling
Is
better,
a
Derek. Thank
real
you.
van
Thank you, guys.
is.
Thanks, guys.
you could just put a cool paint of paint on that minivan.
I like
Yeah.
the coat, though.
Paint a coat.
Dude.
Put a mural on there.
Mural. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wizard. Like
a
smoking.
wizard.
Wizard smoking weed. Big
Yeah.
titty angel. Valkyrie on
know
the
that-
hood.
The Cheech and Chong van I thought was pretty cool
Think
too. The
badass.
lowrider van.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
you got to
Exactly.
name it for the kids.
Take the seats
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
the back. Put a couch in there and a
I-
PlayStation. Like,
Hell
have fun
yeah.
with it.
I can picture your brother Dominic rolling his fucking eyes every time your dad says the Bodie Fun Bus.
Oh, yeah. But it was fun. There was no denying. It was like, we all
Yeah.
loved that vehicle.
Yeah, I'm honestly this other car I'm getting rid of has been the bane of my existence for at least 4 years, and me like trying to fix it. And like as you've probably seen in that convertible video, I'm no mechanic, but I've done it enough where I've like me and my brother-in-law have like worked on it together, and I've done things, but I'm like I don't want to deal with this
You've
car anymore.
replaced enough.
I've done
shit.
enough shit.
It's time to.
I've done enough,
get
and
rid
this
of it.
thing has got to go. It does have a DVD player, and now that's gone, but that's fine. My kids are old enough now. Like my
Hey.
youngest is 10.
Give me a call. We'll get the fucking SD card and the camera battery over to my house. I'll put a DVD player in that fucker.
But here's the thing.
Minimum hour and a half.
Here's the thing. That to me is a more fun project than it would be. The top of the convertible was a bad idea from the jump because that's not a fun idea. But adding like electronics to a car is a funner idea. I'm not saying we should do it.
For you get a free car
Are you
upgrade.
seeing the gears turning here?
I'm not going to do this. I'm not doing it. But I'm saying like
piece of content.
the real the real problem was I should have had the forethought that wasn't a fun project.
And I
Tried to told you.
Sorry.
in the end, I think it worked out well.
It worked out great,
As for
and
the
I have
company.
received insanely positive feedback for having that on Patreon.
I feel accomplished having
It is
completed.
insane. I agree.
People really have enjoyed it. They have.
Yeah, Derek doesn't
Yeah.
understand why you're enjoying it, but
But I
We
know
are
you
happy-
are,
we're
and
happy
thank
you are.
Thank you.
But art is not for all to understand.
Yeah.
That there you go.
speaking of, they can
There,
find it
bridge the
over
gap
on
there.
Patreon.
Patreon.com/Mega64.
We've promoted this car fixing video more than any other piece of content on Patreon in the history of Patreon.
There's a.
Are we a fucking car channel now?
In my
here,
opinion, maybe one of the best things ever put on our Patreon was that it's almost an hour behind the scenes of the substance.
That's
video.
one of my favorites. Yeah,
I really think that if you're a Mega64 fan, you need to join and watch that. I think we promoted that once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
The car thing is every
We talk about
show.
it every single
How many views
week.
does the car thing have? How many views does the behind the scenes of the
But hey,
substance have?
I do want to compare it.
Yeah, okay.
I'll pull it up
Please.
right now. Let's look.
Let's
I'm
get
just
the
curious.
Let's look.
Let's see what the stats
We're gonna
are.
get some stats.
I think the best friend dimension we've ever done is when Rocco, you, me, and Johnny went to the Metallica concert. That
was a good.
I
that was
actually
so much
think
fun.
that is maybe my favorite thing.
That's my
on
favorite thing
on the Patreon.
That's mine as well.
Is us, and it's like you guys are doing your thing, but I had to do some panel
Yeah.
attacks, and then our separate videos converge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you never saw that, you gotta find that on Patreon.
Dude,
Our
or the
Metallica
scavenger
adventure.
hunts.
Scavenger hunts
Yeah,
are great.
yeah.
Those 3 scavenger hunts at Kobe's were
Yeah,
so
if
fucking
you-
fun.
Yeah, join tier 3 and you can watch that stuff.
Any luck, Derek?
I'm going through our insights right here.
We'll give you a minute.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, he'll dig.
Now, are we coming to the end of the show? Or are we going to have time for fridges?
Well,
are we saving
I
that
do
for
wanna
tomorrow?
I do want to see some fridges. Could I show some goodies real
Oh,
quick
this is
while you're
perfect.
looking that up?
Perfect
I'll
opportunity.
reveal some goodies. Once again, this podcast is brought to you by Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves, out April 21st. Colin Firth is in it now. It's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
This morning, by the way, before I got here, I don't want to get too personal. I had a doctor visit.
All right, I have the stats.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
By the way,
Do you? Who should continue here? I'll continue mine after.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go-
well,
go
let me
finish,
just finish
yeah.
this. Yeah. I saw the doctor. He asked what was going on. I kind of gave him the gist of what we were doing today. And he heard about the game. He didn't know anything about the game. And then found out, he's like, wait, Cristiano Ronaldo is in this? So you could see the kind of attention that's
Yup,
getting.
I'm telling you.
A doctor who knows nothing about games was like, what? You're
telling you.
involved in this? I was like, well, I'm not. I didn't meet Christian, but.
I did.
But anyway, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. Pre-order it now. If you pre-order by April 21st, you get 3 days early access to it. By the way, picking up the game, you get a full season, the full first season with the DLC and stuff. That's just included. So you definitely want to pick it up. And if you pre-order by April 21st, like I said, you get Fatal Fury 2, Terry, his whole look from Fatal Fury 2 as DLC. You're going to want that. So go pick that up and go check out our video, our Fatal Fury video that we dropped today. Search Mega64 Fatal Fury. It's on YouTube, but we posted it on Twitter. It's on our Instagram, everywhere. Please share it, give it a like, and go pick up Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. But I had some goodies from them.
Oh,
Should we? I'll open these, but I do want to hear the stats. I do want to know. I'm getting impatient.
This is going to be fast, but the gamer substance behind the scenes it doesn't show you views, it shows you impressions.
Oh, I can get you views.
And this is just for patrons because you got to,
Yes.
Go behind the wall to see this.
6,200 impressions.
Okay.
On the substance.
Okay.
Scrolling up. Simple guide on how to replace a convertible top. 3,100 impressions.
There you have it. There you
But
have it.
that's newer. So
That's
maybe
true.
it'll
There's
build.
always a caveat.
We got to check
isn't
it.
there?
Oh.
Derek, set a reminder for 1 month from now, and we'll check it. Okay, so Fatal Fury. Like I said, it's coming out. Pre-order it now. The link to do that, by the way, will be in the info or the chat if you're watching this live. They sent a couple things over. First of all, this showed up at the door the
Whoa,
other day.
what is that?
Holy shit. A pizza?
Rev it up.
Oh.
This package
wow.
showed
That
up.
is
Unleash
sick.
Your Fury. Yeah, the box is cool.
Yeah.
Dang.
Out of the corner. Oh, by the way, let me just say, because when I went to the doctor, I've been fasting since the last thing I ate was that little thing of almonds on the podcast yesterday.
Whoa.
That's the last thing I ate. So when I saw this, I thought someone had a Little Caesars and I about had a fit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, give me a slice. Oh, okay. But this was still cool. But anyway, inside, thank you for the goodies, SNK. Inside, you're going to like this. Custom Rev It Up wrapping paper. Nice
This is
touch.
deluxe, dude.
Look at
Dang, what
this.
is that?
Are
Some
you
luggage
kidding?
for you, Mary
Whoa.
Poppins. The official backpack
That's
of
nice.
Fatal Fury. It's got the metal on it that
Whoa.
says "Rev it up, unleash your fury."
Damn, that's really nice.
They're not playing around.
And it's
This is
like-
a very
I like that
And-
type.
and on the inside, it's like on the fabric, it's like silk, and it says like that's feel.
Oh, look at that fucking
Oh, yeah.
patch
Oh, this
under.
is totally custom.
Lift that up. There's a
And-
big patch.
Damn.
Yeah. Look in there. And yeah, it says Fatal Fury in there too.
Oh, it's all screen
And
printed.
then on the inside, yeah, this all says "Rev it up" on the inside, the print on the inside. And then inside, there's another treat. Look at this, they're all wrapped up.
What?
I don't know what to do. There you go. It's a map of Southtown where the game takes place, where you're going to be fighting in. And
You get a cloth map.
look at this. We've got
Holy shit,
a
dude.
legendary sacred
Whoa.
scroll of the characters, the
Yo.
iconic characters. So thank you, SNK, for sending this over. This is some mythical type stuff. Thank you for sending
That
this
is
over.
awesome.
Very cool. And then there's a second thing they sent over too. We've been getting stuff every day. Check
mark-
this out. I'm gonna,
To mark the launch, April 24th of City of Wolves.
yes. We got a package from Junk Food Custom Arcades.
Whoa.
And inside is one of their I haven't looked at this at all.
Yeah, it's still sealed.
Is that one of their custom fighting game controllers?
Whoa.
Look at that.
Wow.
Fuck yeah, Hitbox.
This is all button based. Some people, and this is a my version. Thank
That's
you.
sick.
Shout out for the best character.
Her new
Um,
costume's dope.
Yeah, but anyway, it's
Looks like
all
she's in
button
riot
based
gear.
controls. Some people like to do this instead of the stick.
I started
Oh.
using one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought one maybe like a couple months ago. We use on the PPS, but
Yeah.
it's interesting.
So
Damn.
thank you to Junk Food Custom Arcades and of course SNK.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
dope.
really, really cool.
That's really cool.
Appreciate all the good stuff. And
Too much good stuff.
I think there might be more to come. Stay tuned.
Oh,
Ooh. Ooh.
that one's cool. Does it have like a shoulder strap? It looks like you can like wear it around your neck.
Take it with you everywhere you go.
Yeah.
I might just do it.
I love the hitboxes personally because taking like a fight stick around to like a convention, like if you're gonna play tournament or something, it's like so huge and
Yeah, but
bulky.
that's small.
And I would always be afraid of the joystick getting broken.
Yeah.
This is flat and you could just like slide it into your fucking Junko jeans, you
Like
know?
the size of a
You
Switch.
can put it. I got my hoodie pocket.
Hoodie pocket, it fits right in
Oh,
there.
perfect.
Head on down to PAX.
You don't know I'm gaming. Get a close up of that.
Yeah. Tapping the belly.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, there you go. All right, Johnny, can we pull up some calls from our special phone number? Hey, everybody watching at home, this next segment is sponsored by our friends at Carl Strauss. Remember, they are in a competition at the Union Tribune. Best brewery, best happy hour. Go vote for them. This is a segment we like to call Cheers to That. And somebody has called into our hotline and left a very interesting story.
Hey, gang. This is Travis in St. Louis. I was at an after party after
Can you
a
scroll with
little
this?
rave, and I was hanging out with this girl, trying to get close with her, and then her friend comes up and says that her phone had been stolen at the venue, and so she's freaking out because it's a new phone, and then there was some guy who worked for AT&T at the party who showed us how to LoJack the phone. And so they go to track the phone down in the city, and they're like, "Do you want to come with?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" It's like 3 a.m. at this point.
Adventure.
So we are driving through the city, just trying to chase down where this phone's at. We see it stop for a bit, and we catch up to it. And then we come to an intersection, and they're like, "All right, it has to be either that car or that car." So they roll down the window, get this other guy to roll down his window. And they're like, "Hey, did you get such and such phone?" And he's like, "Yeah, some dude just traded it to me for $10 worth of crack." And then she was like, "Well, can I have it back?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm a crack dealer, not a thief." So yeah, that was a wild night.
This guy's honorable.
Wow.
Wow.
That's great. I would not at 3 a.m. say, "Oh, the phone is in that car. Let's get the guy to roll down his window."
Yeah.
This is
Oh my
to that.
God.
Cheers to that. I do have.
But I guess that's best case scenario.
I'm a crack dealer, not a thief
Yeah.
is hilarious.
I was almost. I had this kind of, I think, just happened to be like last week. I was in Oregon and I got our rental car, and it was this lifted truck that I did not want.
Oh, that's right.
And it was so big that like I couldn't fit into my hotel parking structure. So I'm like, fuck this car. So I went back and traded it for something different, a smaller car. And then 3 days later, I'm about to leave Oregon, and I realized like, I don't have my AirPods. Where are they? And I look at the tracker. I'm like, oh shit! Like they were in that truck that they must have fallen out of my pocket.
You left them in the
I
truck.
left them. And then I go to the rental car place, and like, oh yeah, some lady just took that car, and like she's driving on the 5. She's coming back later today. I'm like, well, I'm going to the airport, so I can't get these back. But I'm just watching her, and then I realize that she stops at a Costco, not too far from where I'm at. I'm like, I could drive to that Costco and go to that lady and be like, hey, this is gonna sound crazy.
I left
but my AirPods, which I am tracking, are in your rental car. Can I please get them? And I was tempted to do it, but Becca's like, that's too creepy.
You would have got a pepper sprayed for sure.
You
Thank God
can't.
somebody was the voice of reason.
You can't do that.
Nah,
You can't do
You could
that.
have done that in a tactful way. You write a note, you leave it
Somebody
on the
could have done it
windshield.
in a tactful way.
You know what I
Sean,
could've?
I don't know.
It would have gone
I can see it.
awkward for you.
Excuse me, miss?
Sean would have
Miss?
come up.
Hi, hello.
Hello. Hi. You don't know me, but I've been tracking your car, and well, I need to get inside. Hold on.
He would have
think-
walked
Why
up
is she
whistling.
driving away?
This-
Hey, why are you driving away?
You're running after her.
Legitimately, this is what I would have said. I would have been, hey, hi.
Already creepy.
Hi, yeah. Hey,
Hi.
You're done.
I'm like,
I'm already scared.
hey, this is gonna sound really weird.
Oh, already scared.
yeah.
But
You gotta don't bury the lead.
You're not even coming in with an "excuse me, miss."
Don't bury the lead.
Just,
Excuse
hey,
me.
this is gonna sound weird. Yeah, I want to hear the rest of this.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I actually.
Start over.
Okay, hi, miss. Excuse me. I've been tracking your car for the past. No. Hey, I actually rented this car a few days ago, and I left my AirPods in it, and I know that because I'm tracking it on my phone, and they're still in that truck. Can I please?
Don't
Can I
say
please
tracking.
get my AirPods out of your car?
Don't use the word tracking. Just, I know they're in my car. If she asks, well, I could
You
see them
can,
on.
I think you could say all that. You just have to preface it, give them a little bit of the song of peace. Do, 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 do,
You know what's funny?
do, do,
Why don't you walk up to her and be like,
do.
"What did you say to me?"
What did you say to me?
He's whistling up to her.
Yeah. So what happened was I
Chad is
told-
saying they would pepper spray you on site.
okay.
Yep.
So I didn't do this. I told the guy, I bought him a prepaid envelope, and I said, when she returns the car, can you please try to find them and mail them back to me? Which he did. So I have my AirPods currently.
Yeah.
So that has been accomplished, but I didn't. Anyways, I tried.
Alakazam, Kalamazoo. It turns out I've been tracking you.
I just find myself in these
Yeah, sing to
situations
her.
where it's like, how do I not seem like a creepo? And then I realized like, well, you can't, There was a time where I took Emma back to her dorms. It was late at night.
Yeah.
And I saw a very drunk girl walking back to the dorms, and I was like concerned for her safety. And I wanted to be like, I want her to get help. I can't help her though, because if I approach her, I'm a fucking creep.
Man, we're so different.
So you followed her for miles to protect her.
No, I was walking away and I saw these two girls like, that girl needs help if you can help her. And I kept walking. That's like,
Oh, that's good.
I was just like, I will find these girls to maybe do it, but I can't. If I approach her,
Smart.
that's not a good look.
See, I see that at night. I just roll down my window. I'm like, ka-chink.
Oh, come on. I was just like, can you please get her,
What?
please get her home safety.
I'm out in
safely,
public.
please. Thank you. I'm leaving.
So I live in a college town. So what?
I really don't mean to keep eavesdropping, and Derek has the chat on his computer. I look over, it's like, you get the rental car company to call her dumbass.
Oh yeah.
You didn't think of that.
Oh,
huh?
someone
no.
just called you dumbass.
Well, I
in the
mean,
chat.
I'm not disagreeing.
It's just funny. Like they're just not
enough.
even being friendly.
I really do think that I am my own worst enemy, and I realize
Yeah.
this. Like
I mean, every story you share is like some stress-induced nightmare.
yeah, but I will say I have not
We've
been
had like
so
10 this
stressed
episode.
about. I know, but the two things I'm talking about, I was not stressed during it. I was like trying to get it done,
you're
and I
getting
was
it
like
done.
under a time crunch. But I wasn't like the panic Shawn you once knew. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, whatever, we'll get it done.
Maybe
We'll get it done.
consult with your wife more. Maybe ask her what you should do before
Or
you do
Beckett,
it.
like, is this weird, Beckett? If I approach a woman in a Costco,
Well,
he says it was weird.
He's got a
And it might be
skewed version of the world. You know, take advice from everyone and then make your own decision.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do the creepy things that we thought of. You know, I had the
good.
idea.
I'm proud.
I could do this,
I'm proud of you.
or I could wait the 6 days and have them ship back to me. And I waited.
I think that your issue is you're always rushing things.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Oh, I left my AirPods. I'll just take care of that later. Instead of I could track her to Costco right now and confront her, which thankfully you didn't do.
I didn't do.
But yeah, just be like, I'll figure that out later.
I wondered if she got a notification because sometimes if there's like
You're being followed.
Yeah, you're being followed.
Yeah.
I wonder if she got that notification because she drove up to Portland and back. You know, like did she get like someone's been following you? I don't know.
There's a mysterious eye device.
There's
Well,
been
it's-
a case,
I guess-
AirPods case.
Yeah, it depends on which platform. Is she on Android? Because
I don't know. I think it notifies you either way.
Oh, how do it know?
I don't know.
Well, anyways, but as for
Sorry.
our caller, yes, you went on a crazy adventure at 3 a.m.
That's cool.
and you met a crack dealer, but thankfully it all ended up nicely.
You did what I was too scared to do. So good on you. Cheers to that.
A good crack dealer.
Cheers to that. Do we have one more story from our lovely fans out there?
Okay.
Hey, Mega64 indicators. This is going to be a pretty short one, not too crazy or insane of a story, but you mentioned in the Discord that it's something that'll make you guys, looking for something to make you guys say hell yeah. And every time I think back on this, I think hell yeah. So one time I was at the gym and, just getting on the treadmill as I normally do, and this guy gets on the treadmill next to me, and this guy immediately looks pretty funny. He looks like he straight up just came from a construction site that he was working at. Like dusty, dirty shirt and jeans, like boot sneaker kind of combo. Definitely not gym attire in any capacity. Also had like the oldest headphones I've ever seen in my life, like the old classic, like plastic, like half of a sphere over each ear
shit.
type headphones. Like way back when kind of stuff. So he gets on the, treadmill to the left of me, and, I'm trying not to pay too much mind to him. So I'm just running, doing my own thing. But I suddenly, start to hear the treadmill to the left of me, just kind of whir and kick into gear and, but kind of continue to escalate, and his footsteps continue to escalate next to me, just like, thump, 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 and pretty soon it sounds like the treadmill to the left of me is gonna explode or burst into flames. It sounds absolutely unsafe. And so I peer over and see, this guy in his construction wear, just running absolutely comically fast on this treadmill, like faster than I've ever seen anybody run on a treadmill. I peer over and he's barely hanging on to the bars, his legs barely keeping up. It's absolutely insane looking, and frankly dangerous looking and dangerous sounding. But I just kind of mind my own business, just keep doing my thing, doing my little jog on the treadmill. And, but just next to me, that treadmill just continues to, and that guy runs his heart out for, about 60 seconds, maybe
This
2
was a
minutes.
short one.
And then he just stops, and then he leaves, and I don't see him do anything else, and I don't see him for the whole rest of the night. And yeah, I just think back on that and say, hell yeah, that guy just came back from his construction site, ran at 1,000,000 miles an hour on the treadmill for 60 seconds, and then just left.
Called it a
Yeah,
day.
and honestly, power to that guy. Anyway, hope that was at least sort of amusing for you. Bye.
He was doing HIIT training, that high intensity stuff.
That sounds like it was a therapeutic run. Like
Yeah.
something you got yelled at by the foreman on
Yeah.
the construction site. He's like, fuck, I got to get this anger out. And
Yeah.
just goes to the gym and sprints.
Yeah.
Sprints to get it out. Well, we'll say cheers to that guy.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Has anybody here gone to the gym, like had a gym membership and spent like, am I the only one?
No,
Yeah.
I had a gym membership for sure.
Oh, you did? Okay.
For a year or two.
I
Dur-
used
during
to,
the
but
pandemic.
only
or
to
after
play
the pandemic.
racquetball with my dad.
Oh, okay.
Just use the courts.
I never did. I not that I was ever against working out. I don't like being around other people looking at me. Like,
Well,
fuck off.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Going to a gym, much like any community you enter into, there's sort of some unspoken rules I think you need to figure
Yeah.
out so that you
Okay.
don't stand out like oh, look at this fucking jackass over here. Because I don't think anybody wants to be looked at when they go to the gym.
Yeah.
And pretty much people, when they're at the gym, don't really want to look at other people. But it's hard not to look at the weirdo who is just like standing out.
Yeah.
And I've been that weirdo because when you first start, you don't know shit and you're like, oh, I'm just going to work out. And I think step one is like you don't have the proper gym attire, which may not be a big deal. You're like, well, I'm just going to put on some shirts and a t-shirt. And then you realize you're the only guy there with like denim shorts on
Yeah.
and like a fucking stupid Mega64 shirt or whatever you're wearing.
I'm the guy who always wears, I wore jeans to every softball game I ever played. I wore jeans to the gym.
Oh, yeah.
I just like, well, I don't really have exercise pants. I don't really care. But then I always stand out. I like that.
Yeah.
I think if I had to work out in jeans, I would rather just be shot in the head. I don't think I could continue.
Well, I think definitely like investing in the proper attire is step one to like, nobody's going to look at me if I just have some regular gym clothes on.
Look
but
the part.
Sure.
yeah, if you're there with like a tie-dye shirt and some like denim jeans with holes on the knees, people are going to be like looking at you like, is this guy prepared to come to the gym?
I just wear the shorts that we make in Mega 64.
Yeah.
I think though with softball, I will say that I liked that because they always saw me in left field. It's like, I'm gonna hit to that guy. He can't fucking catch for shit.
Yeah, he's in fucking
He's
Levi's.
He's in wearing jeans, but I
Sure.
can catch anything.
Yeah.
So I'd always like, I was like, a
And
trap.
you
It
got
was a
those
trap, I
you got
said.
those kind of stretchy, like tight-legged jeans.
So I got you. I got you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then the person who's like stomping on the treadmill. I've definitely seen that.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
like
I've
in
heard
the
of
gym
that.
and you do hear like boom, 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 boom. And everybody like looks over to whoever is like fucking trying to murder the treadmill and murder their own knees, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, you got to stay on the balls of your feet and have like a light tread, you know?
I've heard people talk about that many times.
I get dizzy on the
There's always
treadmill when I get off. My like running and like not moving and then getting off is like, fuck. I just like, it fucks me up a little bit. My equilibrium.
Yeah, I love those like online accounts of people who are like working out weird at the gym.
Yeah.
You know, like
I've seen a lot of pushback on those where like people will post those and then a guy will comment on that video like, first of all, you shouldn't be taking recordings of people at the gym.
That's
That's
true.
fucked up.
I agree.
That's true.
Yeah.
Don't make fun of the way they're working out because what you don't understand is that this is blah, 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 HIIT training. And they're doing this for probably a specialized part of the
Well,
body they
that's
want
not
to work.
always true. Some of these people just don't. know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I've definitely seen the video of, like a guy who does not know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, but I feel like the gym is a place where you're trying to better yourself. And so, yeah, let people be. That's like a place where it's just like, leave them alone.
I'm very lucky because, like the only times I've been in a gym recently, it's empty. My personal trainer, who was my cousin for the last like 2 years, would just like have the key to the building. So it was fucking great.
Oh, that's awesome.
You got all the
That's awesome.
machines
But no one
and
there.
you got control of the stereo and it's just me and my cousin in there.
That's sick.
There's definitely like, if you go early in the morning, it's packed. If you go like 5, 6, 7, it's packed.
I'm so lucky because I've never had to deal. That is kind of I would feel more comfortable now that I've been a couple years into.
And you know how to work out.
Yeah. And I feel comfortable in that environment. I don't feel like, oh, am I doing this right?
I quit the gym during COVID
Oh, you did?
and collected gear for a home gym in my garage.
Yeah.
Which
And
is
that's what we all
way
kind of
nicer
do.
now.
Yeah,
We all work out in my backyard where we got like 4 benches and like too many weights to talk about.
Yeah, but it's funny because we've been doing that very consistently,
Yeah,
really
twice a week.
consistently. And I still like when we do certain things, like go into a corner. It's like no one look at me. I'm comfortable with you guys, and I'm still like no.
There's some good dark spots
Don't watch
in the
me
yard.
lift
There are
this.
some dark spots.
Yes.
I've done some
I
dark spots.
still
workouts.
hide even there.
We work out at night and we go hide in the bushes.
Yeah.
That's like the only context.
Listen to
in
the
which-
rabbits screwing. Do you hear the fucking rabbits squeaking all night last time we were out there?
Yeah, rabbits were fucking going at it.
It's spring and spring has sprung.
Spring is sprung.
It's
man.
like bunny season,
hop,
baby.
hop into something.
Those baby rabbits must be in your fridge or your freezer pretty soon.
Yeah, once a cat
The
drags them
cat
inside.
drags them in. Yeah.
I feel like let people look at you. Get over it. I feel like being self-conscious is just holding you back when you're working out.
I agree. I think that it is. No one cares about you.
No one cares, and the more you do it, the
more comfortable you get.
you're going to get more comfortable.
My
You're gonna improve your physique.
gym, or for me, going to the skate park, I used to not go when people were there. I'm like, I don't want anyone to see how bad I am. But it's like, who gives a fuck? I'm just going to skate around and try to learn stuff. And like, I don't care.
I've just always been self-conscious about my body. Believe it or not, I'm like, I don't have shame in a lot of things. You know, you watch the Fatal Fury video, I'll crawl through a fucking store. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I've always been self-conscious about my body. That's kind of the only thing. Like, again, I've talked about the million bathroom stories that I've had where people like barge into the, a public restroom and try to knock down the door to get into my stall.
Yeah.
I used to be scared of that. And now I'm like, yeah, watch me shit. Come see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, check it out. I don't care about that.
Isn't that how you
but
responded?
Yeah,
When
it
they
was
burst
just
in.
like, sup, come on in. But this is the one thing I still carry. I'm still like, don't look at me.
But you know what?
In that state.
From
in that
personal
state.
experience, I will say, and I can only speak for myself, I felt that way too. I think it was a little bit of an ego thing. Like, I don't want to be criticized. I don't want to be told I'm doing something wrong. I don't want you to think I don't know what I'm doing. Getting over that and letting people watch you and critique the way you're working out has only improved your gains at the gym. When somebody will say like, hey, I'm looking at what you're doing, you have bad form. Like, I don't want to hear that, but it's true. So if I improve my form, I'll get better results.
Yeah. It's hard to hear that from a stranger if you don't want anyone to talk to you.
Yeah.
Your hoodie's up and your headphones are on.
I was on
Yeah.
a jog once, and a homeless person was yelling at me about my running form.
Oh,
Jesus.
They were like, your stride is too long. You're landing on your heels. Don't you being a crazy homeless person.
Yeah.
And I kind of like gave him the peace sign and ignored him. And they were like, I used to run track. You're doing it wrong. Like shouting at me all the way like until I was out of view. And I was like, fuck you. Don't even look at me. Like, don't talk to me. But then I went home and Googled it and I was like, oh, they're right.
Oh, no.
Everything they said was right. And I changed my running form, shorter strides, landing on the front of your feet, the balls of your feet, like I just mentioned before. And became a better runner. So, and even unsolicited critique like that, it hurts to hear. It's a little bit embarrassing, but ultimately it could help you if you just get out of your own head about it.
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's my advice to people. Don't worry about that stuff. Maybe just listen to it objectively. Use it if it works. Throw it out if it doesn't work for you. But it's not a bad thing to get some critiques sometime.
Good story, though. I like this guy on his decompress from his construction job, just running his fucking heart out.
Somebody in the chat, who starts yelling at someone, though? They were a homeless person at the park.
Yeah.
They were yelling. They were yelling at me. Just to reiterate.
They like to yell.
Cool. Well, cheers to that. And thank you, Carl Strauss, for sponsoring this segment. And we will be doing more calls all week. So it's not too late to get your story in if you want to submit something.
Yeah.
I think we should wrap up this main show.
do we want? Yeah. Do we have time to see a fridge on the main show, or do you want to do something? It's up to you.
What's that, Johnny? All right, let's look at some fridges.
Then we'll just end on that.
Yeah. We are searching for the fridge with the most aura this week. That could be positive aura or dark aura.
We
Maybe
found
it's
some
a
good
curse
ones
fridge.
yesterday.
Yes. We're going to be offering a prize to the person with the most interesting fridge.
Yeah. And by the way, while he's pulling up the fridges, just want to say before we go, because we'll close on this, I guess, is we are it's finally been resolved. We've shown up on the PAX East schedule.
Ooh.
That's been resolved.
All right.
So yeah, if you're in Boston or you're going to the East Coast anytime soon, We are going to be at PAX East in Boston. Our panel is Thursday, May 8th. I believe at 7:30, I think. And so come see us, and we'll have a booth on the show floor the whole weekend. And maybe later this week, we can like show what we're going to have. Like maybe we can like reveal what we're going to have, because we haven't had con exclusives at our booth in like since the pandemic.
But we will have,
we brought them for this one.
We brought them back.
You want to stop by our booth.
Yep.
I think you're going to like it. Anyway, so yeah, see you at PAX East if you're coming out to Boston in May.
All right, Johnny, thrill me.
Fridge us.
5. Okay.
Battle of the Five Fridges.
This is the one with has like the screen of what's inside. You have to open it.
That's not a window. That's a camera.
Oh, I like that. I've never seen that.
Camera inside of it.
Inside of it, and it shows you.
What are those? The Kiki delivery service?
What do we got? Like the Tesla fridge
There's
here?
no stuff in there.
G4 makes bottle. Wow.
Oh, I like the G4 bottle. That's
rare.
cool.
Now.
Whoa, it labels it.
He's
Buttermilk,
Dracula.
canned fruit, Dracula canned fruit.
He's putting our Blu-rays in the fridge. I don't know about that.
Wait, it
but-
says liquid death is kidney beans. Okay.
Well,
That's,
my parents put
Damn,
the
so it
VHSs.
is guesses what it is. It
that a
uses like technology
Sapporo?
to guess.
That's weird. It's pretty smart.
It's pretty
That
smart,
is
guys.
insane.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking the setup here.
Wait, let's go back down so I can see that.
No need to open it.
Yeah, you don't need to
Because
open
like
it.
I understand, like, okay, I'm at the grocery store. I could go onto my app and look in my fridge and
Oh,
see.
fuck.
But I wouldn't want the list because it got it all wrong.
Well, not all of it.
Yeah. Well, it thinks Dracula's canned fruit. So
Fair enough. Damn, that's a nice fridge. Okay.
All right, let's move on to the next
I like
one.
how you put the Blu-ray
it's
in there.
it's the most technologically advanced fridge we've seen.
That I've ever seen.
Yeah. True. I've never seen one of those in real
Oh,
life.
this is one that freezers on the bottom, fridges on the top.
I have that.
situations.
I have that kind of situation.
Oh, you do. Cursed.
Oh, fucking ice cube.
Ice cube in a pot.
Why?
Oh, he's having ice soup.
Okay, so we are.
Wait. And that's the fridge. The ice is going to melt. And I wanted to say this about the ice sculpture last week, but I forgot. How was the ice sculpture in the fridge? That would melt.
I think they probably put it from the freezer for the picture.
And this dude's doing the same fucking thing.
Yeah,
I
fucking
don't.
dopes.
But what is in this fridge?
It looks like it's all ice
Are those the fridge instructions and the
and lemon juice.
vegetable crisper?
That's
Yo.
where I keep them.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I legit have a thing of like, I think lemon juice in one of those plastic things that is so expired that it's like, it's not clear liquid anymore. It's like light brown when you squeeze it out. But it's citrus. It doesn't go
You
bad.
could throw that away.
I love how the fridge is
citrus
empty and
can't
yet
go bad.
still dirty. There's nothing in there but grime.
Yeah.
but he's
Grime
keeping
and
it.
ice.
But he's keeping
What
it.
is
fresh.
that?
Yeah.
Preparation H in the
Yeah.
That's tomato paste
Oh.
for your ass.
McCormick. It looks like a small timer down at the bottom.
Okay.
Too.
All right. Empty fridge full of ice. You know what? We've seen that. So what else we got?
Okay, from the captain.
Captain.
Normal woman. Well, Chobani. So confirmed.
Lots of wine.
A lot of wine.
A lot of wine.
Yeah.
Wow,
I'm seeing. Am I seeing sake in there too?
I see eggs. I see sake.
Eggs and sake. Yeah.
Chobani. I'm
That's
down
breakfast.
with that.
Chobani and alcohol.
I have those yogurts.
Ooh,
in the
2
morning.
layers of vegetable crispers. That's nice.
Wait, the caption says this is only one of 2 fridges I have filled with sake.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Ooh.
You collect sake, Captain?
Damn.
The captain make it happen.
Yeah.
All
Lots
right.
of. I see some good condiments there. Lots of Asian condiments as well as the alcohol.
Mhm,
Look at
mhm.
all of the condiment jars are
Yep.
not in English.
Yes.
I see. I'm trying to see something other than yogurt, sake, and condiments.
Is that cottage
That's
cheese
girl
on the
dinner.
eggs?
Yeah, is that girl dinner? Chobani and
Do you have kimchi?
Chobani with soy sauce
Chobani
and a
and
shot of
sake.
sake.
This is a weeb's fridge. I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
All right. This one's. I'm gonna say this one's pretty cursed,
Yeah.
but let's
Yeah.
see.
Cursed in a different way. It's not like, ew, what happened here? But it's, yeah.
This
There's
is
a
real.
vibe.
This
Yeah.
this to me strikes me. Maybe it's not, but
No, that's real.
it appears real to me.
That's real.
Yeah.
What else we
Could
got?
be danger.
It's real to me, damn it.
Oh shit! Maybe they're not a weeb. They're maybe just authentically Japanese.
That's also a possibility. Yep.
I didn't think about that.
Okay, off to a bad start.
Oh, it's a great start. Look
Oh,
at it. We're up on
sorry,
the fridge.
great start.
No, I do like when they
Hell
include
yeah.
a picture of themselves. This is the
Well,
second one.
he's doing the soy face, and this could go either way.
I love
It's
this.
going to be a great fridge, or he's going to do like a dangerous stunt.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay, a little of both. We got
Rocco.
plushes in the fridge.
Ooh, they have the Running Man drink. Oh, you know I like those.
Sean's favorite.
And bone broth.
And bone
Sean's
broth.
2 favorite drinks.
Okay.
Dang, I love that drink.
The classic Heinz, we always see that. Soy sauce in the fridge. I keep the soy sauce in the
There's a
cupboard.
pretty good
Can we
fridge.
zoom in on this? What are the actual contents
Yeah,
of
and
this?
where's my
This is-
plush?
Well, it's got the little lens when you go over it. Yeah.
Okay, Waterloo,
Bang's root beer.
Polar.
I love Waterloo.
Hold on, let's stay at the top there.
Fruit cups.
Arizona Energy.
That's the one I
400
like.
calorie energy.
Yeah, but it's
drink,
good.
maybe more. Shing. What's Shing? Is that green tea?
It was like peach green tea. Yeah,
Okay, and then Dole pineapples, Barks root beer.
nice, respect. It looks like
I'm realizing our fans are mostly on a liquid diet.
it looks like there's a
Yeah.
pretzel crust pizza.
Yeah,
down there.
Our fans only invest
That's
in
Little Caesars.
beverages and then some pizza
We-
I
slices.
was
You
gonna
have a
say
salad.
Yeah. Salad. You got the 2 food groups: salad and pretzel crust pizza.
salad under 1 slice of American cheese.
Fuck yeah. That's the way we do it.
Put cheese in your
This
salad.
is a pretty good fridge.
Yeah, I'm liking this.
I respect
Little
this
Caesars
fridge.
Good fridge.
boxes.
Another Little Caesars.
And there's pasta down there.
Ooh. And they're keeping
that?
it fresh. They've got the Arm & Hammer baking soda and a deodorizer in front of it.
That's
that
smart.
looks like maybe some half and half or just a straight up carton of milk. Some shredded cheese. A lot of cheese here. Lot of cheese.
Wow, look
Lots
at
of
look at
cheese.
this
Lots-
three
lots
layers.
of
lot of
cheese.
cheese.
Some
a
bread
lot
in
of
there,
cheese.
maybe.
You have one
of a
slice of
cheeseman.
American cheese on top of your salad, and then the rest of the pack of American cheese is in the cheese drawer.
Yeah,
Below
yeah.
your bag of shredded cheese. Above it.
I got a lot of cheese too, though.
That
lot
is-
of cheese.
I think that's a personal.
Ooh, I see a
pizza
can of
size.
whipped cream. Nice.
Hell yeah.
we had, and I noticed that there's
Nice
like ice
snack.
cream topping, but it's strawberry sauce. It's or like strawberry, not like chocolate.
I'm
Where
gonna
do you
say
see that?
maybe.
Above by the beef
Oh,
broth.
there you go.
Hershey's strawberry.
Right there.
Oh,
Right
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
right there.
You recognize that quick.
Oh, I recognize it.
wait, they got grog. Isn't that the cold ones? Alcohol.
Yeah. Heard that was
Oh,
a
okay.
treat.
The only
Viral
alcohol in
drinks.
your fridge is cold ones grog. All right.
Oh, you know what the
little
pizza
scared
boxes
now.
are? There's the full pizza and then the breadstick box. above it.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
what's going on.
Okay. I'm gonna maybe a hot take here. I'm not getting the cursed energy. I just like this guy. Hey, we're subscribing to the same diet regime.
Yeah.
I think,
Drinks, cheese, and pizza.
Yeah. What else? Got all the food groups. Yeah.
Yasin?
Yasin,
Yasin.
I like what you're doing.
I'm not seeing.
And,
Mr. Clemens.
Was that
Respect.
the last one, or we have one more?
One more.
All right.
Okay. Oh, love this picture.
Oh yeah,
All
Hendrix.
Got
Okay.
the gladiator bucket
All
He's
right.
got the way of water.
Where's the
outfit
gladiator
on.
bucket? Was that on
at
top?
the top. That doesn't count. It's not in the
Oh,
fridge.
okay. Put that on top of a liquor.
Giant Coke.
All right, let's zoom in on
the
this and
door?
let's go slow from top to bottom here.
Okay.
You can put the fucking heavy ass cans of soda in the
All right.
door.
So, some Chinese leftovers, milk, ketchup, jelly,
Okay, that's good.
Too much
Respect.
butter.
creamer, jelly. Got the Tillamook. Looks like that's yogurt on the second
Oh, I
shelf.
think you get butter.
Angry Orchard, a little hard cider
Yeah,
there.
nice.
What's
Some
that
hummus.
red thing in the back?
Oh, maybe tangerines? Like
Folgers?
cuties?
Neti pot or something.
I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
it's a weird container.
Yeah,
I
it is
know
a
what
weird.
that
I don't recognize that container.
And then the classic Mega64 fan, loads of beverages shelf.
Shouts out.
Yes.
I have that too, though.
Are those coffees?
Every different kind of
Same.
beverage. You know what I'm not seeing from any of our fans?
What?
And I'm just going to call this out.
Ooh, a lot of meat in there.
Where there's some meat.
I'm just going to
finally.
call this out.
Mhm.
Water.
well, you
Yeah.
get water somewhere else.
You know
Yeah.
what?
I have zero water in my fridge. too.
Same.
I drink water, and that's basically it.
Yeah, but I keep it on
I have a
a cooler.
I have a
I have
cooler.
a
Seltzer water.
appliance that's
Some
just
people have
for that.
seltzer water, but
Dude.
Diet Coke, that's
Yeah.
close to water.
That's pretty
All right,
close.
that's pretty close right
I
there.
do
This
in
guy
my
in our
fridge.
president.
There's no Brita in any of these. There's no bottles of water.
Ooh,
a lot
he's
of
got
beverages, but not a lot of water.
He's got that Beaver brand mustard. That's that sweet and sour stuff. That's
Yeah.
good stuff.
Water is the most essential
Yeah.
beverage. You know,
Yeah,
it's
that's why I have a
it's the
whole-
best thing
I
you can
have-
I
drink.
have an appliance dedicated
Me
to
too.
it.
Me too.
I have I have multiple 2-liter bottles of that Essentia water in
I'm
my
not.
fridge.
What's essential water?
It's like the cleanest bottled water.
Do you like do an ice bath with it in the morning?
Yeah,
Daily routine?
I wash my penis with it.
I have I have
Dip my
my
balls in it.
water dispenser, and then I have a soda stream next to that, so I can make my own carbonated water.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yep, super fancy.
Oh, that means it lasts 2 months.
All right,
half and
well,
half,
okay.
surprisingly.
And a lot of butter.
goes
lots
a
of
long
butter.
time.
Let's scroll down. Oh, I saw
Give-
some grapes there.
Do you guys remember the commercial? Give them all a little pat of
Bacon.
butter.
Nope.
Yeah,
No.
Bacon. Three packs of bacon.
I am impressed. Yeah,
Ham.
seems to be all bacon, but I'm impressed that we finally have meat in a
been
fridge.
a lot of, yeah.
Yeah, you'd think you would have seen more of that.
No
got
meat.
protein.
No,
That-
you got
yeah.
We've hit protein.
had
Protein
eggs.
has been acquired.
We did have some eggs, but not many.
All right.
All right. Favorite fridge.
Let's review them. So this one,
The smart
the
fridge.
window, okay.
That
that
one
one.
has an aura.
The ice
Yeah,
fridge is my
But
favorite.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Personally,
Team stage to me.
yeah, this one I'm getting like, yeah. I don't know. What are you doing?
I don't think it's staged. I think he found it that way.
but
I
I feel like
and the fridge.
Well, okay, they staged something with the ice in the fridge.
Yeah.
But I don't think he like removed I think there was even less in the fridge and he moved some stuff from the freezer in there.
I think this is the work of a goof. But the sake fridge feels like the whole thing about this was aura. There's
Yeah.
aura here.
There is an aura.
And then
Oh,
what
yeah.
was the next one?
Oh, I do like this one too.
This guy's just cool.
That's just a fridge.
Yeah, respect
Yeah,
that fridge.
I mean respect, but I don't know if that's what we're.
That's the most similar to my fridge.
I do
Yeah.
think that
Guessing.
you're right about the sake.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go sake fridge.
I think that is
Yeah.
there is an aura, as you
we're
said.
gonna save that one for the
Okay.
And I like the idea of picking different vibes for different
for
fridges.
the
Sure.
Tournament of Champions here.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sure.
tournament of fridge champs.
Ice fridge maybe tried too hard.
I don't know.
All right. Well, those were the refrigerators for today. We'll
Yeah.
be reviewing more tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
And that's it for this episode. Stick around for the post show. And again, if you missed any of this or want to see any of yesterday's show, go to Mega64 Infinity on YouTube and be sure to subscribe where we'll be posting all of these episodes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon. Johnny, anti-theme song.
What is that?